What is up, guys? Police Story 3. Not alone as usual. I am with Buckmeister Cool and I am with Rob Sibek. Rob Sibek is an author, he's a director, and Buckmeister Cool has two YouTube channels, Buckmeister Cool Reacts and Master Geek Media. As I've said before, Police Story 3, Supercop. So this is the third film from the Police Story franchise, starring Jackie Chan. Maggie Cheung also comes back here. This one is directed by Stanley Tong, and it was released in I think it was 92, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 4th
Yeah,
July
1992.
1992 in Hong Kong. And it also has Michelle Yeoh, who makes I guess you could say the first
Hey,
appearance in a
I,
film
I
with
tell
Jackie
you now,
Chan.
man.
Mhm.
I'll tell you now, man. That girlfriend, she would have had to catch the L. Michelle Yeoh.
No, but remember, Michelle Yeoh was Miss Malaysia, right?
No, I'm saying I'd take Michelle Yeoh down today. Michelle Yeoh.
But also, speaking about Michelle Yeoh, so this was not exactly the first time that she was with Jackie Chan in film. They did a commercial together, but this is the first actually like long film, playing as them
I'm
playing
surprised they
characters
haven't
in a
had like a
movie.
Kung Fu Expendables, where it's like a bunch of the
Like a Hong
martial arts
Kong.
superheroes.
Like a
Yeah.
Hong Kong
Yeah, like a
Expendables.
Hong Kong Expendables.
Yeah.
Closest thing was actually Kung Fu Hustle. Some of those guys were actually old school Hong
Yes.
Kong legends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about like it's like the team of specialists and all they do is kick ass for like 1 hour and 30
I
minutes.
know, I know what you
I
mean,
get
man.
you. Yeah. Okay, so the other people in the cast is Kang Zhang, Yuan Hua, and Bill Tang, as well as Josephine Khoo. So this movie had a budget of $900,000 and it made 34.4 million at the box office.
Yes.
It makes sense
Hey,
why
hey.
it makes
Yeah.
sense why it was so cheap because for me, after watching the first two films, this one is the simplest. This one has the simplest story, bruh.
Oh
It's
yeah.
the simplest
Really?
storyline. Yeah,
Oh,
simplest storyline,
Wow.
and not much really happens until maybe like the third act. Like I'm talking about like big stuff like explosions and all of that. Rob would attest to this. Like
I
the
don't
first
know.
two, there's
Maybe
explosions
like
like in
after
like
that halfway point.
yeah.
like in
After
the
After
that,
that halfway point, Michael Bay came in for 2 seconds.
yeah. But in
becomes a different
the
movie.
first two though, like there's explosions in like probably like the first 10 minutes or something. something, something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
So
I'm gonna
it's
actually
crazy.
watch the rest of these because I love Jackie Chan and I've never seen this series, which is
Mm.
weird enough. So I wanna check it out and
I
everything.
think you'll like it because
Um,
it's actually an
yeah,
adventure. Because what happens is first one, it kind of gives me some George Lucas vibes
Yeah.
because number one, it feels like he collaborated with a bunch of people to make a great movie, which is Police Story 1.
Mm.
Like he was like an actor who was like giving his input. Definitely, like you can see he's involved with the choreography, but then it was still like the director's movie.
Yeah.
But then number two, it's like they gave Jackie Chan full power and he got to indulge and he went like full George Lucas on
But
it.
also in the first one he was the co-writer for the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
And
but you can
many
feel that
consider that the first movie to be one of Jackie Chan's best movies of all time.
exactly, absolutely. But you can feel there's a difference
Yeah,
between
because he
one and
directed
two.
the second one, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then number three, it feels like that perfect porridge. You know, the one that's
Yeah,
just right.
100%.
That's
100%.
what it feels like, man.
It's
But
the
you'll see,
revenge of
man.
the Sith of this universe type thing.
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
I'll definitely check out the other two.
Oh yeah.
But getting to this one, at least I was not confused. The thing is, when I saw Michelle Yeoh and I was like, what's this? And Jackie Chan has a girlfriend. I was like, hey, Jackie is a better man than me. Me, I would have had to be
Well,
like,
watch the first one and you'll probably feel the same because that's how I felt when I saw Bridget Lane. I was like, damn it. You'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway,
I'm
okay,
like,
so
hey, because this thing is also, I think the thing is, the girlfriend kind of feels like a MacGuffin so far.
in this
Mm.
one, okay. Yeah, in this one.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, I think this is your Your turn,
Yes,
man.
please
Do
take
your
us through the
thing.
movie.
Cool. So we're gonna kick it off. Let me just set up my stuff. Okay, cool.
Screaming my camera.
And now comes the breakdown. Cool. So, as you guys know, Supercop is the fantastic story that even Tarantino complimented. By the way, it goes by the name Supercop for some people. Sometimes you actually struggle to find the name Police Story 3. You have to look for Police Story Supercop. But anyway, the scene starts pretty interesting. It starts with a business meeting and the layout of the actions of a brutal syndicate. Um, Yep. You kind of get to see how intense. Okay, like it's all verbal, but you can kind of see. Okay, no, this is a problem that the country's dealing with. Yeah, we'll just
Wait, the version I watched opened on the meeting.
The
yes,
meeting
that's
with the
what I'm talking about.
police
There's nobody
officers, right?
talking about them. Yeah, where he talks about what
Oh, okay.
God.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
and I'm like,
you
Right,
also
right,
lost
right.
me for a
And I was
second.
like, this is kind of wild for a Jackie Chan movie. I was like,
yeah,
they're putting drugs in the condoms and they're
yeah,
putting drugs in the corpses. And I was
yeah,
like, geez.
right for a Jackie Chan movie. I'm like, what is happening? Yes,
Yeah, and
exactly.
also after he said all of that, the people are like, yeah, we already know that. Just get to the point. So I was
Yeah,
like,
No,
oh,
I was
okay.
like, they even like, they put them in baby corpses. I was like, oh,
yeah.
whoa.
Like, yeah, like what the hell? And if you consider how bloodless it's been before, but yeah, anyway, we'll get into it. Anyway, I'm gonna say this. Again, Buck hasn't seen the older movies, but I just want to say, from a starting aesthetic, you can see that the budget has been boosted, in my opinion. And also there's a Hollywood element that's entered the fray and has produced a pretty good result. Um, you'll never you Now you can actually you can have a double effect though, as it comes to there's a risk to this. Where it comes to, where you can improve the general quality of the movie, but at the same time, there's a risk of losing the very audience that brought you there. You guys understand what I'm saying? Like that
Or
rugged.
not even, but not even that. Also, I think also there's kind of like breaking the flow of the established universe when you bring in
Mm,
foreign elements. Like a
yeah.
perfect example of this is I just saw the trailer for Squid Games, the
Hmm.
American version or whatever, or I saw some clips of it, and I'm like, already they've lost it. Already they've lost the plot, the idea. It's already gone because now you're trying to change it into something it wasn't. Like this was specific. Like as much as it's a commentary on capitalism and everything, it's kind
Mhm.
of a specific capitalism to Korea. I believe
Mm.
Squid Game is Korean, right?
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
Korea.
Korean.
Yes. South Korea,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I'm saying like there's a it's a specific like there's a specific flavor to it and flavor to
Yeah.
the story and flavor to the problems. If you try
Mm.
and crowbar American things into there, it
Mhm.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
So likewise here, I'm saying if you're saying that they brought in a foreign element, I can maybe in the guns, sure, but I don't think it was like this was enough to change what this is from what I'm
I,
telling.
oh, no, definitely. If you look at some of the old footage, you'll see an aesthetic difference. Definitely. Like, for example, like
Oh,
these
okay.
dark colors and everything like that, you can ask things, the colors are
Yeah.
normally washed out, almost overexposed, almost.
What
It
I
looks
wanted
like.
to say about that actually, the example
Mm,
that I wanted to use was with Bad Boys. The first
mm,
Bad Boys has a lot of warm colors. It's yellowish and
mm,
orangish, and you know what I mean? Because I
yeah.
guess Michael Bay was going for that Miami thing.
Yes.
The second one is a bit bluish, it's not as warm as the first one. So you can see the difference. Same thing
Yeah.
happens with
Also,
Evil.
it's more bombastic than the first one.
Yeah,
Oh, definitely.
Like I
Rob
think
and I keep
also
talking about how Mike Larry is trigger happy in the second one for no reason. You
Yeah.
know,
he
It's,
was he was like he was a little bit trigger happy in one, but they really cranked it up in two.
yeah.
oh,
They
yeah.
Well,
they really
it was
cranked
like they
it.
were deliberately trying to make this guy the action hero that he's supposed to be or something, and it was just over the
But
top.
I mean, at the same time, I think the thing that kind of worked for it is that was this Marcus would be like, "How are we going to ask anybody questions when their brains are blown all over the floor?"
Exactly.
Hmm?
I think that
Yeah.
in itself was self-parody because it's like, come on, Mike. You know what I mean? Like, chill. Anyway, sorry,
But yeah,
man.
I get what you guys are saying. I'll definitely check out the other two.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yeah, and then after that, they had a really good joke in this. Actually, I legitimately like. I kind of. It wasn't like a ha 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 ha, but I was like, yeah, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
Where where the white constable from Interpol or whatever or something, he
Mhm.
talks to the head of the Hong Kong police, and he's like, "Fix it. I wanted this. I want this done or whatever." And then the other guy who's the captain goes to his superior, and he's like, "Man, it's just like superiors. They just leave a problem. They just dump a problem on your lap and leave."
Yep.
And then he's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you're right." And he's like, "You fix it. I want it in the morning." And he's like, "What?" I
Right.
found that hilarious. I was like, "That's pretty good writing."
That's the style. That's the style. You'll
That's the
learn
style,
that.
bro. You're gonna enjoy the first two. It's like that.
Yep. Um,
All right.
but anyway, back to my thing. The changes. Yeah. We see at least two of the characters in the last movie. The head guy and the one that we call Captain from the first two movies.
Yeah, they
But
call
there's a
him uncle in
captain.
this one. And I'm like,
Yes, uncle.
okay.
Yes.
All of a sudden he's
Yeah.
uncle. Okay.
Yeah. This
Oh,
shows
I
that.
thought it was really his family.
No,
No,
no.
it's
He's
like
just the.
Grootman type thing.
Yeah. But there's a character missing. It's the old chief. He was
Yeah,
like a
the
nerdy.
young looking chief.
Just keep going, gents.
Yes.
I'm coming.
All right, cool, man.
The young
But
looking chief who is the superior of the uncle.
yes, exactly. The
Yeah,
young
I don't know why
officer.
he was recast, man. That was so
I
weird.
also don't. No, he wasn't recast. They just removed him. It's very strange. And I think because they changed the location. I think that's the angle they're going for. But
Uh,
anyway,
so are you
anyway,
telling me that that's a completely different character, right?
yes, because
Who is the
if
same
I'm
who's the same
70%
rank
sure.
as the other guy?
I think he was a higher rank. In the last movie, I'm 90%, I'm 70% sure he was in Police Story 2. As one of the, remember there's like a group of people that walked into the
All
room?
right, right.
He's one of those people. I
Okay.
think that's what happened.
Wait,
So
who's
they
this?
I'm talking about one of the characters that was missing in the last movie that's missing
Oh,
now in the
okay.
last movie. But yeah, as we were as
Hey, okay.
yeah, as you guys mentioned before, the lighting has been given a boost in there's deeper shadows now. Big change from the overblown element that was there before. Also, yeah, the dialogue, like you mentioned before, suggests they need to call their best man. And that man, of course, is Jackie or Kevin, depending on which movie or dub you're watching. Anyway, we're watching the Kevin
Well,
dub.
they're pretty consistent. They were pretty consistent in the
Mhm.
because I ended up watching it in both dubs by accident. Because
Oh, okay.
funny story, I was trying to find the regular movie because the
Mhm.
file that I got it was too big. It was just going to take forever. I was never going to have any time to watch the movie. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I went and I was watching it in the original like I don't know if they're speaking Mandarin or Cantonese, but I was watching it in the original language with subtitles.
Yeah.
And they call him I think they call him something Kui, like something Kui, and they were pretty consistent with that because it seems like every synopsis I saw from the police story that they were like, this is his name, he's Kui or something like that.
Ah.
It was Kui.
Mm.
You correct me in the comment section down below, everybody.
Or
Uh,
Chan Kakui.
Mm.
yeah, Chan Kui. There we go. Yes. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the one that I saw.
and funny
Now, what
enough,
I'm saying is in the other. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mr.
oh
Extrodin.
sorry, I just wanted to say, funny enough, there's two English dubs that I watched, even though the other one was when I watched the entire movie, I watched the other dub, but there was a dub that I watched earlier on where Jackie Chan is actually the one that's doing the dubbing. And then there's another one where there's someone else doing Jackie Chan's
Yeah,
parts.
the one I'm used to is the guy that's famous for doing Jackie Chan's voice. If you
Yeah.
notice in Buckmaster, it's the same dub
Yeah.
throughout all of
It's like with
Yeah,
Jet Li. There's a guy who
and
actually
also it's
does Jet
like,
Li dubs.
and
yeah. Yeah.
I think like I don't know. I think like I prefer watching it in the original language because I think it just feels more natural to me. Because I think with these dubs also they kind of just it's the same like voice and cadence and mannerisms and everything. It's just kind of like you're not here to watch these guys talk. You're just here for the kung fu. But it didn't distract me too much this time around when I actually switched to the English dub by accident. So I watched it in both dubs, but in the
Mm.
original language, I think they're way more consistent with his name.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and also there's a tone to it. When that's the thing when it comes to the sub versus dub battle, dub wins very rarely, in my opinion. Black Lagoon definitely.
Cowboy Bebop.
And
No, I
Dragon
think
Ball
it's. I
Z.
think the
yes,
difference is that
yeah,
like it's still voice acting, and I think the
yes,
problem is with a lot of dubs when it comes to anime and everything, they
yeah,
don't voice act because I think they take the same approach that they take to kung fu movies, where it's just
mm,
like you're here for the action, you're not really here to watch these people speak, and it's like no, but the speaking part is important also.
Mm.
That's why Dragon Ball Z's dub was so amazing
Mm.
because
mm.
they really put their foot into the speaking parts. But anyway, getting back to this movie, so are we out of the meeting now?
Well, still going, still going. I'll tell you now.
No,
Okay.
Uh,
we are out of the meeting because he's talking about the part where Jackie Chan is
well, no,
eavesdropping,
well, yeah,
basically.
it's like a mix, but basically, yeah, I'm still less than 4 minutes in. It is a very rushed introduction. But it's something of a blast because we as fans already know how this works. So they deliberately don't linger on the intro. Okay, 4 minutes in, we jump to a quick shot of Kevin coming in. We can see that it's the classic comedy of the past. The classic comedy of the past is still there. It was what you spoke about before, Buck. Anyway, the police call Kevin in, and we get a deliberate act that protects that they are just aren't that suggests that they aren't just randomly throwing Kevin into danger while challenging Kevin's sense of pride, or some could even argue his sense of ego, as they have done this many times before. But it is started and wrapped up fairly quickly. Before the new boss even leaves, we are left with Kevin and the captain. Another big thing we have to think about is how this is an entirely new location. Clearly, things have changed.
I got a question though. I got a
Yeah,
question though. So again, I didn't watch the first two. I'm gonna go
yeah,
do that after I finish this one
no problem.
and all of that stuff. But like the superior and the captain, like couldn't the superior just order Kevin or Chong Kakui, whichever version we're going with, to just be like, you're going to this thing? Like, why did they have to put on a big show and dance?
Um, um, I think it's because he's already a hero already, so he's like already kind of a famous cop as it is. Also because I think it is a life or death undercover mission. I feel like you're allowed to say no-ish. I'm not sure about that one, but
Yeah,
also it's
so
they do.
they sort of even in the first in the, even in the second one, the higher ups sort of kind of try to find intelligent ways to get Kevin interested in missions because they know that he won't just take it. But if
It's a
if
running
they say
gag.
something like think about it like this, the only way to get Vegeta to do something is if you say something about Bulma or Trunks, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise, he won't do it.
Or
Yeah,
So
Kakarot.
or Kakarot, yeah. So the same
yeah,
same applies here. It's like if you don't say something about that would entice the main character, chances are he might not be that interested because he knows that his
It's kind of
girlfriend is
weird
probably
because
gonna
I'm used to
complain.
Jackie playing like a noble,
He
not
is.
well, not sacrificial,
He
but like
is.
I'm saying, like this is the first time where they like gave the character he plays a bit of ego, in that
yes,
sense. If
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
what you
It's
guys are
it's
saying.
not the Rumble in the Bronx. I don't want trouble.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not that. It's actually this time he does want trouble. Yes, it's a very unique. It's not something you see from Jackie at all. Like this
Yeah.
is like one time, like the one series of movies you really get to see
yeah.
them
Because
be.
Even in Rush
Yeah.
Hour, he was I don't want trouble, and then he
Yes.
whacks four people in a room.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, it is very true. That's a
I
very
love how
big.
they mentioned James Bond as like I love how they mentioned like you can get James Bond to do it, and I'm like give Jackie Chan a grocery store, and James Bond is toast. I don't care how many gadgets he has.
Yeah, enough
Beat him with eggs
accessories.
and milk.
Exactly, man. But yeah.
Block bullets with cucumbers. But anyway,
Yep, yeah, Kevin demands the assignment and it ends with some great comedic back and forth. Yeah, this movie is absolutely late for a meeting as compared to the others, but it's actually great. There's a lot of movie that they have to get through, and they know it has to be placed well. It forces them to be far sharp and intelligent with their writing. I think, I think we discussed this in one of I think even you were here, Buck, when we talked about some other movie. I forgot what movie it was where we were like, you can tell they cut sections out of this movie and it feels weird. What video was that one? Where
Wasn't
we
it last
discussed
week
this.
when we were talking about
It
Mission
was last
Impossible?
week, right?
I think
I
we're
think
talking
it was
about
Mission Impossible.
yeah, one of the Mission Impossibles.
No, it wasn't. We didn't do Mission Impossible. I
No,
like your brain, man.
it wasn't Mission
Um,
Impossible.
it was superheroes. Zack Snyder?
Uh Rebel Moon?
No,
No.
it was
Superhero
recent.
Zack Snyder.
It's a recent
Superman?
recording.
Was it Super
Oh,
was it
oh, oh,
Superman 2?
oh, it was DCEU,
Yes.
Batman versus Superman. There we go.
Yeah, wasn't it, ne? Where you could feel like
Yeah,
not
because remember we did the tier list and we said that there were
yes.
sections of the movie missing, and then you said that they filled that out more in the Ultimate Edition. But like,
Yes.
yeah, in the original cut,
Okay.
it was just like there's
Yes.
parts missing and it's just disconnected. Yeah.
Exactly. And this one, it feels like this didn't happen. They knew that they had very little time, so they had to write to make that work. And I can feel a difference. I don't know what you guys, but I can feel
No,
definitely.
no, no. Here's the thing, though. Things are connected. Like,
Yes.
for example, right? Kevin gets set up on the mission. He goes to
Mhm.
the Chinese police. Now, the reason why they're different is because Hong Kong and China, Hong Kong is kind of like its own country to itself. Because if you know
Yes.
the history of
Mhm.
China and everything, it's insane. Anyway, point is, he's a Hong Kong cop. They're like the Chinese national police or whatever.
Mhm. Yes.
So after you see him get the mission, he goes to them. After he goes to them, they give him his his briefing. After they give him his briefing, they take him into the camp to insert him into the bad guy's ploy or whatever. And they
Yes.
make him part of the escape because they know the escape was bad in the first place because of the checks. Because somebody's
Yeah.
already said, we've caught this guy's routine. We know what he's going to do. We'll have Jackie Chan get in there, or Chong Kak-hui, or Kevin. We'll have Kevin get in there. And after Kevin gets in there, he's going to be competent enough to get them both out or whatever. And
Yeah.
then he's ingratiated to the sub boss, I'm guessing, because he's kind of like the sub boss or whatever.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
And after he's ingratiated to the sub boss, then we're going to have them go on another adventure and see how Kevin functions around the sub boss, and then he's going to
Mhm.
take him to the main boss. So the thing is that even though it's paced fast, things are connected. Batman
Mhm.
versus Superman, there's too many scenes that are isolated from one another. You don't know how one thing leads to another. Like if you really try to analyze why Batman and Superman are fighting, you kind of understand why, but the
Mhm.
lead up to it is not really connected. You're just like, I don't know how we got here. I really don't know how we
Because
got to Batman versus
usually
Superman.
in movies like that, as a viewer, even if you don't know the law or nothing, because you have seen both sides of the characters before the clash, you just wish that they could just talk, but they don't because they have to fight it out based on the misunderstandings they have of each other. With Batman and Superman, there's no moment where, as a viewer, you feel like they should have
No, because
just
like Batman
spoken
doesn't
because
investigate Superman, and low key, Superman doesn't even investigate
that's what
Batman.
I'm
They don't
saying. That's
do
what I'm
anything
saying.
to know each other.
If you had a moment where Clark was doing like some serious investigations, and then you had a moment
In the
where
extended edition. Yes.
and then no, I'm talking about like investigating
Yes.
Batman to
Mhm.
such an extent that he knows so much and he's getting bad reports from people who genuinely see him as a criminal or a
Oh no, he
vigilante.
does. He goes to people's houses. It's in the extended edition. It's crazy. He actually goes to people's houses and interviews
No, but
them.
I'm saying Batman, the best, the world's greatest
Yeah.
detective. Like he
Mhm.
just doesn't look into Superman at all. He just
Exactly.
trusts Lex Luthor,
Exactly.
and also Lex Luthor is like beef and plan. It falls apart when he knows other metahumans. Because I'm just like, you should have a problem with metahumans in
Yeah, it
general. I don't know
undermines
why you
itself,
pick
definitely.
Superman. But anyway, my point being is that Police Story 3, the reason why this works so well, even though it's fast paced, like the thing is with fast-paced movies and whatever, if you don't have too many characters going on, like this is a hot take, whatever. Into the Spider-Verse, I think it's a good movie, but one of the things is that they try to get you to emotionally feel for a big situation, but you don't spend enough time with the character, or I didn't spend enough time with the characters personally for it to hit me because it felt like that movie was very late for a meeting. So
Mhm.
I think, and also it was a lot of characters anyway. They were juggling like seven Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and they're all rushing for a meeting. So that's why it's like it's
Yep.
hard to connect to what's going on. Police Story
I
3 is
still
like four
think this
characters.
Wait, isn't
movie
that a
is
cross? Yeah, but anyway, sorry. You still think, yeah?
I still think that this movie is probably the most dialogue heavy.
Yeah.
Well,
It is.
it doesn't have
Wow.
as much action as the others, in my opinion.
Yes, and
Um,
that's on purpose.
Wow.
yeah. There's a
Yeah,
lot
trust
of
me, number two
scenes
had too
where
much
they're just
action
talking and talking and talking and
because
talking.
they're building up and it pays off.
And it pays off. That's why for me, this is the best one. Because,
Yeah.
because
It was one of the
and I
lowest
think it's
rated, which
because
was funny.
I'm already used to the other character. I'm
Out of
already used to the character. That which makes sense, you know what I mean?
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, anyway, would this qualify for a 7-Up?
It would.
no, it ends at 6, I believe.
No.
Because the
If you count Supercop 2, which is a spin-off of Supercop, then yes. Because it's the same universe.
maybe then. We'll have to look at it
Okay.
because it's lockdown. It's but yeah, there's a few of them. There's a couple of them, but everyone
Sure.
talks
But
about this.
yeah, anyway, just getting back to this. My point being is that I think the reason why this works is because things are connected. Logically, we can follow the story. When you're fast-paced and you are jumbled up, no, in both instances, if you're slow-paced and jumbled up, you're frustrating. If you're fast-paced and jumbled up, you're confusing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's why this works.
Yeah, cool. I feel like this man just went through the whole fucking play-by-play. So spoilers, I guess the show's
Yeah,
over now.
he did.
Went through the whole play-by-play. I
He
was like,
did.
why am I
I think he's
Oh, my
forgotten
bad.
our formula. But it's fine. Let's continue.
playing
Oh, snap. Oh, my bad. You guys didn't even stop me. You didn't let me talk.
I'm sure when you rewatch it, you're gonna see me looking at you like this.
I'm sure you're gonna see my facial expression as well. But anyway, please continue, Rob.
But no, it was good, man. I loved it. Anyway, cool. So yeah, we're still 6 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. And 6 minutes in, we meet May for the first time in
And this
depending
one.
on how many yes, in this one. And we get
Oh, is she part of the previous ones? Is this a
Yes.
carryover?
Yeah,
she's
like the main girlfriend in the first 3 movies.
And let's just put it like this. She puts Lois Lane and Mary Jane to shame in how many times she gets into shit.
Yeah.
Her,
Yeah.
Mary
Hey, but I
Jane,
don't
and
know about
Jane.
Lois though. I don't know about Lois, but Mary Jane.
No, the thing about Lois, man. The thing about Lois, Mary Jane will get kidnapped, man. So
Yeah.
at least you're like, okay, I can understand. Lois will go wag fingers at Brainiac
Exactly.
and be like, I'm a journalist.
Exactly.
And now
She-
Superman has to break in.
She walks into
Or
hand.
Yeah, or she'll just-
the fade.
Oh
It's
my
her
God.
shtick. I
And
think
she
part
wants
of
to throw hands too. Like she
part of-
thinks that because she took a couple judo classes, now she can box villains. It's like,
I feel like
honey.
part of her character is being rescued by Superman and on occasion. You know what I mean? I think that's part of her shtick.
No, after she starts some shit or jumps off a building.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a crazy
I'll
thing.
prove you're Superman, Clark. What?
Well, I mean, DC gave her superpowers now, so I mean, she's Superwoman.
Of course
isn't she?
they did.
Yeah.
They gave Mary Jane
Yeah.
superpowers as well, and I'm sure Flash's girlfriend has superpowers as well, depending on which version you watch at least.
There's universes where it works, and then there's universes where it's down. When it's connected to the people that they're connected to, it kind of works. But when
Yeah.
you're just giving them random powers, like at one point she was like made of jello or something in the comic books, and it was like, what?
Yeah. It's like they want to give it's like I don't want to call it lazy writing, but they're like, okay, guys, we've been writing about this one person having this one superpower for so long, so let's just give everyone superpowers. It'll change things. It's like they're bored of their own writing or something. It's very, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. Just give
I
the
mean,
main
No,
think
I'm not
about it.
either
If you're
because I
releasing-
don't like it.
If you're releasing a Superman movie every month, eventually you're gonna run out of ideas.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think the thing is what you do is then you do the Incredibles thing. You don't just make them have powers for no reason.
Yes. They give it some flow. But anyway,
Back to this.
I love this comedic moment. I love it so much because one of the things that makes this movie great is the visual storytelling. Now, all 3 movies have had some level of quality visual storytelling, but I actually think this one is one of the best ones. Like you get this comedic moment where May is being lied to once again.
Yeah.
And it's insane that he keeps lying to her, by the way. And like in the dialogue and in like him
I
fetching
haven't watched like the first 2 again, but when he was lying to her, I was like, but why?
yeah, why?
Bruh, May is the real Chi dog. She is Chi for
No, like
sure.
but that's a police officer. Like, this is your job. Like, they're putting me undercover. I
Bruh,
have no
May
choice.
loves this nigga too much. She doesn't want him gone anyway, dog.
Yes.
So this guy has to come up with that's why these guys have to come up with something to bait him to go on missions in the first
Mhm,
place. Because they know
mhm.
that this nigga's probably gonna say, no, guys, Ishmael is gonna
Yeah.
complain. Yeah, so that's
He's
the
gonna lose
reason.
his mind. He's gonna leave me this time.
But my thing is, like, it's your job. Like, she knew who you were. Like, if your boss came and told you you have to do this, no amount of my girlfriend or my wife complaining is going to stop that. Like, a
No,
firefighter can't look at the firefighting chief and be like, my girlfriend says I can't fight that fire, man.
I feel like this is the
I hear
moment.
you. I
This
hear
is
you.
where the moment Goku is looking at you guys and it's like, yeah, and y'all think I'm a terrible father for actually doing my job. But when it's Jackie Chan, y'all
Oh,
are okay with it.
no, you don't. Am I going to engage that? I know you're trying to bait me.
I'm not
We'll leave
even,
at
not
12.
even. I'm
We'll
just
leave
still
at
for
12.
real.
Don't start this.
But
We'll leave
anyways,
at 12.
Okay. Let's
Anyway,
not start this. All I'm saying is, it's his job.
yes, no, you're right. But it is funny with him being like, "Oh, you got my funeral cover sorted out." Oh
hey
no, it's
man,
just a car. It's nothing intense. Don't worry about it. But anyway,
Here's money in a safe. What? What
I
are
thought that was
you
gonna be
doing?
part of the plot, bro. I thought that was gonna come
nah,
up later on or something. Nope.
nah, sadly, I would say this one is technically more tighter, but I won't say it's as intelligent as the first one. The first one was more intelligent as than this one, but this one is
But
tight.
like another thing is, all of this is happening in a month.
Oh yeah, this is
A
happening
lot.
fast. Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's actually kind of
I
funny.
was like, some sting operations take years, but this
Oh
guy
yeah.
kung fu so well, he gets to meet the boss in
Oh
like six
yeah,
weeks,
his
like
his
four
Oh
missions
yeah.
weeks.
are his missions don't take
Yes.
that long, bro.
No, they really get it
Yeah,
done.
super cop for real. Anyway,
But anyway, yeah. The point is, it's dumb, but it's cute. And again, it gets snapped up real quick. This movie is again late for a meeting. We're at the station where Uncle Bill, aka the captain, is waiting for them, and he seems to be part of the lie too, which is just great. Kevin preps for the mission. We get another exposition about China and the elements needed in order for the mission to work. This ends our opener. Now, in some storytelling elements, this is absolutely Act One, but the reality is that we have yet to set up the goals and the situation fully. We have
Yeah,
only really set up a single character. Now, setting up the characters can be a great way to create an opening act. Guardians of the Galaxy has a great opening act where the characters come together at the prison, and then the second act starts from there. Though this one tends to only happen in about 9 minutes in a 95-minute movie, which is something worth mentioning, by the way, because it seems to be a very big adjustment to the formula they've been using before. And it creates this because Police Story 2 was a longer movie, and I think they learned their lesson. They're trying to crunch it down to make it shorter. I think they realized that.
I just want to mention the another thing that I thought was funny, even though I thought it was supposed to be serious. Like they tell him like Chong Kwa Kui, call this number if you're in danger, and it's like, and then the guy's like, oh, it's my number. Let me stick it on the door. And
like
it's like, yeah, of course he mentioned it's a bunch of nines. I thought it was a complicated number, or like I thought that was like serious.
So Jack, that's Police Story, dude. They will never be too serious. It's very funny.
yeah, dog.
Um,
It's like an anime, this thing, dog. For
yeah.
real.
Um, but anyway, 9 minutes. We're only 9 minutes in, by the way. Just a lot has been happening fast. Jackie Chan comes to the new nation and meets up with the very serious-looking new bosses. There seems to be nothing funny or cute about these guys. It's a very comedic subversion, as it turns out in reality, they're actually very happy to see him. They're like, "Oh, you're the super cop," and then they introduce Inspector Yang, the chief of security. But Yang is
Tell
100% no
you.
BS. Mm-hmm. She's 100% no BS. She goes right into their backstory. Yang is so sharp and she's strict and she recites his own history at him, like his actual backstory,
Yeah.
while at the same time he's being a complete asshole. Like he's people always say some people are unlikable characters. Kevin is being a dick. But anyway, They
Yeah,
Is
yes,
he being
he
is
was a
he
bit
being a dick
misogynistic, you know what I
or
mean? He was a bit misogynistic and he saw her as just eye candy, you know?
dog.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I don't know if I took it that way. I was just like, I think it was just like he was adjusting to the station because remember, even when he sits down, he
mm,
realizes he has to change his posture entirely.
Yes.
yeah,
Like where he was,
It was super
Bo
casual.
Uncle, and all of them
Super casual.
mhm,
casual.
Yeah.
yes,
Like I'm saying, it's like the superiors there. They
mhm,
have to coax their subordinates into doing things. Here
mhm.
with the green, it's yes, no, sit down.
Yeah.
Here's your job. Shut up.
Yeah,
So I think when
exactly.
he like when she comes at him and she's just like, "You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, da 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 da. Are you listening to me?" I'm like, that's a lot of information to throw in
Yeah,
somebody who's
True.
just stepped
true.
into a new arena.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
no,
like, hey, how am I supposed to remember any of this?
but I think they tell
And
it to.
I kind of appreciated that because I get it. They want to say that Jackie Chan is the super cop. He's the best cop or whatever. They could have easily done that thing where he actually does recite everything back to her perfectly. And she's like, oh, snap, he knows what he's doing. But
Mm.
they decided to go, no, let's make him more human to say that, of course, he wouldn't be able to memorize all of this now.
Mm.
Oh no,
I
no, no,
thought that was
no.
pretty interesting.
No, they're giving him character. They're giving him character, but then he's a bit of a he's not taking this seriously enough, and it pays
Yes.
off later on. And we're gonna get
Yes.
into that. I'm excited to get into that. But anyway, yeah. We cut to a montage of them prepping his historic past with photos left and right. We get a clear look at how militaristic things are in China, which is quickly played with the visual and dialogue working together to do a lot and say a lot at the same time. We also get shots of like personality all the time. No one watches Jackie's style moves for the story, but they should, um, because the dialogue can be a lot of fun. Um, Kevin is not serious because you get to learn about him. This man is not serious about life. But funny enough, the story has been moving and flowing, mixing fast pacing via travel, location shifting, moving elements in the front and the back all the time that you don't even notice that it took 18 minutes for the first punch to be thrown. Um, but we get our first fight, which is a sparring match, and a strength type versus Jackie Chan and well Kevin's flowing style, which ends in a
That
comedic.
was another thing I found interesting because I was like, Jackie Chan usually is big. I'm kung fu. I use kung fu. I got kung fu all day long. And
Mhm.
he's like, his character lists like karate, taekwondo, wrestling, boxing. And it's like, it's a bunch of unconventional, for China especially.
Oh,
And I'm
definitely.
like, I guess that's supposed to, because that's also kind of like an indication of how Hong Kong is run, I guess, at the time in a
Mm.
sense, which I guess that's really cool. But I never expected, like, I was always expecting Jackie Chan to be Yi or whatever.
Yeah,
But even the way he fights in this, he's like very. It's like it's kind of like Jeet Kune Do,
yeah,
essentially, in a sense. Like he's
yeah.
kind
But
of channeling Bruce Lee a little bit.
yes, I think that they actually paid attention to the geopolitical element of it because you can tell. I think we had discussed this as well before about how there's white people that you see, especially in
Yeah.
the Hong Kong part, but you
Yeah.
don't actually see any white people in the Chinese parts. I think they pay attention to the whole British mandate, Hong Kong, and then China, and they're really playing with the environment that existed at that time. I think they really it's surprisingly deep. Like it should. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, you guys actually putting thought in this. It's an action movie. It's great.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying that's what I found very interesting about that thing because I mean, at the same, I was just like, I didn't know that Jackie Chan would be doing a kung fu pose to
Hmm.
mock kung fu,
Yes,
essentially, or something.
yes.
That's like kind of, and I guess that's the prickish part of Kevin or
Yeah.
Chong
Oh,
Kak
yeah,
Kui
because
or
he's
whatever.
in a different environment and he doesn't take it seriously. It plays into his character.
Mm.
I love it. I think it's fantastic. But yeah, they say the mission starts, and here is what
No,
I
we
believe.
gotta talk about the fight a little bit.
Okay, fair enough. Yes.
What's this again? I love how he was talking about how who's an idiot just to stand there and get beat up, and then when he had to fight for real, he was like, "Oh, I'm chilling. Hey, come on."
But also, I
And
think
the
so. Michelle Yeoh's character was trying to embarrass her, right?
oh, definitely. That's
And
why they keep calling it
it
Supercop.
didn't
Yeah.
work because he was better than that dude.
It kind of worked. I mean, like the thing is, I think they have a respect for him because he can actually fight. Like the thing is, he actually did some damage to this guy who was tanking bricks
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
boards and
saying.
stuff.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what I mean by it didn't work because
Yeah.
he didn't wipe the floor with Jackie Chan, that guy. He's
As he
actually
should have, yeah.
struggled. You know
And he
what I mean?
got
He actually struggled.
in that style of storytelling, you'd expect him to wipe the flow with him, definitely, right? You
Yeah,
know,
and
like
also you could tell
not
that he
being
was
serious.
also trying to
Or
prove a
you'd
point to
expect the
him.
reverse. Or you'd expect the reverse where Jackie Chan's Hong Kong fighting style would be so futuristic that this kung fu can't match it. So now this guy is getting washed, and everybody's now has to question who they are. But that's always something that's great about Jackie Chan movies is that Jackie Chan will always let himself get beat up. He'll always let himself take punches to the face and
Yeah,
fall
that
to
that
the
was
ground
deliberate.
and all of
That
that
was
stuff.
he once mentioned it. He said that initially he was trying this whole Bruce Lee thing, but it was just not for
Yes.
him. It was just not working for him. So he just
Yep.
realized that he needed to make it more, he needed to put himself more into more realistic situations where this is what he said. If it's a one-on-one fight, chances are I'll beat that guy. But if it's 1 versus 4, I'm gonna run away. That's how he says it. That's how he says it, you know. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it works.
It,
By the
it
way,
def
I mean, you guys know this, but I'm talking to the viewers. Akira Toriyama used to watch Jackie Chan movies when he was doing Dragon Ball Z. That's why Goku has a lot of Jackie Chanisms in Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
I would assume,
Except he
especially
don't run from a 4-on-1. Goku loves a 4-on-1.
I think early days Goku, definitely. Early days Goku would definitely be more Jackie Chan-esque.
Yeah.
I mean, like that funny, what's it? Remember the dragon opening scene with Garlic, where he like does the backflip and he
No,
lands on his neck and his
Yeah,
side, like
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean even Kid Goku. If you look at Kid Goku, what's this?
mm,
A lot of the ways he wins fights is like very comedic and all of that stuff.
yeah, no, definitely. Um, yeah. Cool. So yeah.
It was a
Anything
great
else
fight
about that?
sequence though, even though it was very
Yes.
brief.
No. Yeah, I was just saying it was a dope fight sequence, and also the way he gets out of it. He's like, "Hey, I just want to see what this thing does." Hey, you rolls out the room.
Yeah, like, that was so ridiculous. Like, you know what, guys? I know you're trying to punch me in the face. Let me just see what this does. And like, they actually,
It's like it's like a verbal smoke bomb. He was like, "Hey, bro, this guy hits hard." Pause. Time
it's
out. Where's the corner? You guys don't have corners in China? We've got corners in Hong Kong. Come on.
that
And I think
Buckminster
I think that
outfit.
was smart of him because if you think about it, because maybe I'm overthinking it, but if he humiliated that guy in front of his subordinates, that was
Yeah.
not going to be a good first impression from a guy who just came from Hong Kong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely. I
Oh no,
would.
definitely I could see something like that. I think Kevin has self-awareness and
Yeah,
you see it more throughout the story. But
yeah,
he does have self-awareness where he's just like, no, I know how I need to behave in this situation, which is a breath of fresh air because
yeah.
hey, Hollywood gotta call you out. When you guys have a goofball, they will be a goofball even when it doesn't matter, like even when it's not necessary at
Yeah.
all, or when it's actually detrimental to the situation at hand. Like
They
this
become
is
an
not the
alien.
time to yuck. Shut up.
Yeah. Suddenly, you're not dealing with a human being. You're dealing with an alien now. You're right. Like, what's
Yeah,
happening right now? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. And I like that. Kevin is always a human being. I agree with that 100%. Um,
Now the mission starts, right?
yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, they say the mission starts, and here is what I believe is the true end of the opening act. In the last one, we had not set up all our characters nor our proper starting points. The pieces weren't there yet. So the movie had to give us two openings, a Hong Kong opening and a China opening, which is actually very clever because even though we are setting up two characters, we're focusing on one, Kevin. We all know that Yang is intelligent, accomplished, focused, and in her own serious way capable of having a sense of humor, especially with the whole Supercop and sense of pride in herself. Most
Mhm.
especially when showing her disapproval of Kevin's ways, which Maggie Q, of course, acts perfectly. Or should I say Oscar-winning Maggie Q now?
Michelle Yeoh.
It all,
Michelle Yeoh. Maggie
oh,
Q
sorry.
someone
Oh,
else entirely.
Sorry, my bad, my bad. I get those. Anyway, it also does a great job of showing.
No, no, I'm joking. No, continue.
I'm gonna fly past that before I get canceled. Anyway, it also does a great job of showing that the land and the atmosphere is different because we know the Hong Kong police department can be fun, but the tone here is different. And without it being a different movie, this is genuinely fun but compact. It's a fun but compact opening act that is
You're
determined to
actually
get.
right. I'm only getting that now that it was 2 openings. That totally makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I get the feeling, and I could be
I've
wrong.
really been sleeping on the Police Story series.
I could be wrong, but I
Yeah.
get the feeling. You remember when we spoke about the Karate Kid 2 saying that it was pretty clear that the opening sequence in Karate Kid 2 was based on unused footage from the first Karate Kid movie?
Yes,
That was
yes,
true.
yes.
In this movie,
Uh-huh.
you know what I think happened? It's not true. It's just my headcanon.
Theory, yeah.
I think this movie probably started with Jackie Chan actually just going to China without giving us context. Then afterwards, they realized that no, they need to show us how he ended up in China. Then
Oh,
they
it's so
had to
funny you say that.
reshoot. They had to do reshoots and show.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why I'm saying this? And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure if you guys have noticed. Have you noticed that Jackie Chan's hair changes in the middle of the
Oh,
movie? Like he says
no.
his hair is a bit shorter in the like
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm right.
Oh no, you're not wrong because it's long in the police station,
Yes.
and then it's a little bit shorter when they're doing
By
the
the
kung fu
boat,
fight with the other guy.
by the ship and
It's a
all
little
of that. Yeah.
yeah, and then it does get shorter.
Yeah.
It's
But
kind
then in my head I didn't notice. In my head I think I was just like maybe they're just cutting his hair on the ship or something. I don't know.
that
Yeah.
actually makes a lot of point. That makes a lot of sense, dude. What you just said is kind of great, actually,
Yeah, so I
because
think I
but it
think
still works though.
I think maybe when they saw the footage, they probably
Mhm.
thought that we needed to give Uncle context, we needed to give May
Mm.
context. Like we needed to give these characters a bit of a beginning before.
Because Jackie Chan had done some not Hollywood films, but he had done some international films at this point, right?
Even
By
Hollywood,
now,
you're
yeah.
right. He was in
Yeah.
Hollywood before.
Rumble
It's
in the
just that
Bronx already come out, right?
it's just
Am I right?
no.
Rumble.
I think it was
Oh,
before Rumble in the Bronx. So he used to do some
Yeah.
movies in the 80s, 90s,
Mm.
whatever.
no,
But
because I mean, he also did Meals on Wheels, and that
Yes, and that
was
was yes.
yeah, but I'm talking
Well,
about I remember there was a movie, like Wacky Races, the cartoon series?
yeah.
yes.
Something like Wacky Races, but with live action people. Jackie Chan was in that movie and he didn't say anything in the movie, but it was a Hollywood movie.
Are you
Right.
talking about the one that ends with Smash Mouth, the one that made that Smash song
No,
Mouth
not
song
Red
famous?
Race. No, not Red Race. That
Oh,
one came
okay,
out in
okay,
the
not that one.
80s or early 90s or
Yeah, I
something.
was gonna
But
say,
what
what
I'm
do you?
saying is he had a bit of a stint in Hollywood that didn't go so well. Then he went back to Asia
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
did these
Hong Kong,
movies.
yeah. Mm.
And then they said you must come back one last time for Rush Hour. And then everything
Mm.
changed. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, so you know what I'm saying? So you know what I think it is? Maybe it's because he's seen. Because I mean, a lot of kung fu movies. It's not even like even if you say Drunken Master or whatever. A lot of them is there's a student. He's unruly. He has a master that tries to keep him in shape. The master dies or something happens to the master, or the master retires, and the student has to defend the master's honor. That's a lot of yeah, what was it?
The story,
Drunken
the
Fist or
story format
Drunken
of yeah.
Master.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying a lot of kung fu movies are like that. So I'm saying maybe after his stint in Hollywood, he saw that and with this series, from what I'm gathering from you guys, I'm seeing that maybe they were just like we still have to go from point A to point B. So maybe that's where they brought in some Hollywood storytelling techniques where we have to
I
say why this happened.
actually I both agree and disagree at the same time because yes, I think you're right, but I would actually put it in a different direction. I would say them starting in China already is a Hollywood move. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Whereas
Especially
this
for a
beginning,
sequel. Especially for a
yes,
sequel. That's typical
yeah.
Hollywood, yeah.
But then this thing where they do this scene that follows the same format that they've used before, where they kind of explain who these characters are, that ties more to the Asian style of storytelling. It's like they were trying to be Hollywood and then they went back and they went backwards. Does that make sense?
Well, that's if
I
our theory
guess.
is right to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean,
Great
it
guess.
might totally be like they just did this movie A to B because this is what they planned.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway.
And it's
So
also,
yeah, are we in the quarry now where everybody's shoveling the coal?
let's see. I said nothing feels short. Yeah, scenes around. Okay, yeah, we're 20 minutes in. Okay, and now we're officially on the second act. Plans have been made, and now we're entering the fun and games section. So we've described this before. For those how to save a cat, it's a section where basically in any movie, when a character has skills or abilities or talents,
Oh, it's time to show off.
this is where the time to show off. It'll be the training montage. It'll be basically stuff like that. So that's what kind of happens here. Ooh, where am I? Cool. Yeah. So plan and in an action movie, you'll tend to see these actions will either be particularly long or they'll be particularly unique. It's a time for action. And that has to be milked as strongly as possible to create a great end product. A famous quote, a film is defined by 3 great films and 0 bad ones. It's a quote from the famous director Howard Hanks. And this movie, I would say, this is one great scene they split into 3 smaller ones, and packaged it as kind of one. It's the prison break, the restaurant, and the ocean. Each of these, I think, count as one. Each are shorter than a typical Jackie Chan scene, and then many of the others you've seen from a police story fight. Anyway, it's go time. We get the criminal perspective. So we're watching the thing from the criminal side. The protagonist is not Jackie Chan. The protagonist is not needed here because we already know the plan. The only reason to show our side is if the plan goes wrong. That's a typical storytelling technique. So it's actually very clever that they're switching perspectives because because we already technically know what the plan, so now we get to see their plan and we get to see it go wrong. It's a very clever storytelling technique. So now we still get that same element.
Because
Although,
anyway,
like, it just kind of indicated to me that the boss or the sub boss, I forgot his, they called him Panther.
Panda. A panther, sorry.
Anyway, yeah, they called him Panther in the sub that I saw, and I was like, Panther's plan was kind of stupid.
yeah.
Like, he was not Ocean's 11. There was no mastermind. I was like, start a fight and hide in the coal.
How are you gonna breathe? How are you gonna breathe for that long? Even if your plan works, let's say your plan works. How are you gonna breathe for that long?
2 minutes, dog. 2 minutes. There's air in the bubble.
But you're breathing cold, dog.
Hey, dog, you breathe freedom. It's free coal.
Hey.
But
And
anyway,
I'm saying,
I wanted to say,
like I'm saying, there was no plan for the cops to stop for an inspection check. Like, the bra gets out and he's like, "Hey, look, it's cool." He's like, "Oh, of course that's not going to work."
I just wanted to say that it was an opportunity. Like when you're saying there's no protagonist here, this specific small scene is an opportunity for us to actually feel something for these characters that we don't know. Whether it's compassion, empathy, whatever it is, and it worked.
Yeah.
I was roasting. I was like, "Dog, that's the best you got." I was like,
But still,
"Nobody like we gotta knock
still
out."
You feel something for these guys.
I
You know
was
what I
like,
mean?
nobody's gonna knock out nobody's gonna knock out the guards. No one's gonna like
And also,
run
shout
a
out,
distraction.
you know what?
Indiana.
Shout out to competent guards. Sometimes in movies, guards are always very ignorant.
Yeah.
Stormtroopers cannot shoot to save their asses. They always miss. Nah, these niggas are on point, dog. It's kind of like there's this episode in Samurai Jack, man.
It started stabbing the coal, and I'm like, and he got the boss. Like, the boss was trying to hide that he got stabbed because you hear it. And then the guy was like, "Oh well, I guess this is it." And I was like, "That's the plan."
Right, there's this episode in Samurai Jack where these small little alien type things, they're like blue and they're wearing like white suits.
Oh yeah.
I think
They
they
enslaved
had kidnapped
the
these
mammoths, man.
elephant type of
Oh,
Yeah.
So so there's a part where Jack wants to rescue those elephants and it's at night, so he's trying to be stealth and whatever. Bruh, just a simple move that he makes. One security guard is like, hey, what the hell is that? I'm like, this nigga's a sharp dog. Like that guy was
yeah.
not stealth at all, dog. They saw his ass. I'm like, this nigga's so
And then
these guards as well,
Jack had to
dog.
wax them anyway. But
These guards know
I
what they're
just
doing, Chief. They know what the hell they should be doing.
yo.
Yeah. You're doing
No, and
yeah.
I'm like, that other bra got shot, that other bra went down. I'm
Yeah.
like, Panther, no one got away with him. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the only way you escaped was like you should have been suspicious because your plan went so wrong. Jackie Chan comes in with kung fu and you get out of there. But anyway,
Yes, it was a part of the plan there, definitely. But yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, we see the trucks.
well, I
Um,
love that one scene where that bra's like, Panther, wait for me, and then he gets shot, and Panther's like, I don't know that bra.
yeah, it's all part of the plan, actually. It's very great. But yeah, we see our temporary protagonist. We see him either guard, well, not the guard, but the truck guy. Now, if you were like us and you binged Police Story, you might actually be confused because you've seen this actor before. They are clearly recycling. In fact, let me show you. I set it up here. Give me 1 second.
I hope we don't get a copyright strike, man.
It's a picture. I don't know, not a video.
It's a picture. Yeah.
Do you see
Google,
it?
relax. Yo.
Cool. Do you see the picture?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy, yeah.
The guy, yeah. So you see him there. And for those who are paying attention, give me a second now. You will.
You know, it's hilarious while you're talking about this, bruh. I
Yeah.
just love how everybody was not. I love how
this is
everybody
the
was
guy
like.
from the first one.
Yes. Yeah. You like how the guy was what?
No, I'm saying I like how everybody was like nodding at each other, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna be some Ocean's 11 type
Yeah.
stuff. Like everybody's like, stick to the plan, use the signals. What?
No, but also, dog, when Panther was climbing the thing, when he quickly ran into the thing, when he jumped into the truck, there were so many people there, dog. Nobody blabbed. Nobody said anything.
Maybe Panthers got them all on parole, but I'm just like, there was a security guard there. There's no way he didn't see nothing.
They're watching the fight.
All of them are
Yeah,
watching the
yeah.
fight.
Well,
All.
anyway.
No ways.
But anyway, I'm saying Panther got caught anyway, and then Jackie Chan had to kung fu his way. Cause look, I know they're trying to say it's a bunch of other stuff, but he's kung fuing in there. Like they're not changing his fighting style that much.
Yeah.
But what's this? Yeah. Although he did this like, hey, mama to that other guard, hit him with a triple hit kick. I was like, that guy did not wake up this morning and
that
brush
fight
his teeth
choreography was
to get-
insane. I think there's a part where Oshapa double kick or something because someone wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When he and then I'm like, that bra, he did not wake up that morning to get tapped twice
Nah,
in the head. He was
I'm
brushing
sure one
his
of the
teeth, going to work.
Tekken creators were like, "Now we need this character. We're gonna call him Lei Huha. He's gonna become a cop in our games." Anyway.
Police Story, maybe that's where it comes from. Oh my god,
Maybe
but,
because that Jackie Chan character was a cop, right? In Tekken.
yeah.
But I like the whole card thing because it seemed like it had a bit of Charlie Chaplin
Oh, that was also
type of
funny.
moments. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny when Jackie Chan was right.
Get in the cart, get in the cart. Dude, Panther gets in the cart. They keep going. The soldiers stop the thing. The cart goes back down. It's like, get out. Keep running.
And that time you had to fight 3 bras. Supercop. He was tired.
And it's a steep hill, dog. These niggas are trying to run.
And bro, I can tell you, as somebody who's run hills like that, by the time you reach the top, your Potris is on fire, dog. You don't want to die. Like you,
your
it was so like it felt like they actually had it felt like they actually had Jackie Chan run up this thing, and he was like, "Yeah." It
Yeah.
was so funny.
So
It's
shout
so
out.
weird to talk about a good movie, guys. I just want to just let you know that.
Yeah, that's true. And I think I like the part where the finally reached the top, and then Jackie Chan is like, wait. This is it? Where's the what's going on here? Because he expected something else.
Panther's. How did Panther become the boss, guys? How? His escape plan is nonsense.
And then, okay, they're like, okay, we're gonna have to zip line here because clearly, like, there's no other way for us to get from one point to another. You know what I mean? We cannot roll
Hey,
down.
hashtag Jackie Chan was trying to kill himself before Tom Cruise made it cool.
Ah, for real. For real. For real. But anyway, they escape, man. They finally make it to the other side. But
Okay.
did they jump off?
No, they just fell. That's what I'm saying. Jackie Chan was trying to kill himself.
Oh,
Oof.
okay.
Dog, that fall was high, bro.
It was. It was. It was actually, I
And now
think,
I'm like $90,000 on the budget. Like they were just like, "Hey, dog, if you land, you land."
and you know, one thing I like about Jackie Chan's character in all these movies is,
Wait, Rob, where are you? I'm not hearing you.
yeah, I think
I'm
Rob
here.
is, he seems lost. He's been lost for a minute now. But anyway,
No.
so Jackie Chan, he falls, right, with Panther. And then he's like, yeah, my mission is done. I'm done. Okay, see you. Panther's like, whoa, wait. Like, wait. Chill. Like, no, I need you. Don't leave me.
No, like yeah, no, because Panther knows he's smart. Because here's the thing, Panther didn't help Chong Kwa Kui against those guards at all. Chong Kwa Kui had to shuffle all of them. He
Yep.
didn't even throw a punch or anything.
Are we messing up your flow, Rob? You can let us know.
It's fine. I'll readjust. It's all good.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were in chronological order. My bad.
We are. I
No,
think we're just skipping some of Rob's notes, maybe.
no, it's fine. I was gonna say I like the part where the visual storytelling about the whole eye movements and everything. Yeah. Because it's a big shift to how the movie was at the beginning. Yeah. Okay.
The eye movement.
Uh,
Okay,
uh,
Rob talks first. We'll talk second.
but yeah. Anyway, there. Yeah. And I was gonna say that. Yeah. Maggie Q knows obviously the bad guy's
Michelle
plan.
Yeoh.
Oh, sorry, Michelle Yeoh. Say Yang. Yang knows the plan already, which is why they managed to insert her. I thought there was a lot of. I like the fact that they
No,
had
wait.
to.
Aren't we skipping? Aren't we skipping when Panther begs him to take him to Hong Kong and
No,
he's like,
I'm just going backwards just to point out stuff that I didn't think was. I'm not there yet.
"Oh,
But
okay."
cool. I was just okay, never mind. I was actually gonna say the whole Charlie Chaplin thing. It's more like when you mentioned Charlie Chaplin. In actual
Yep.
fact, Jackie Chan has a strong love for. I don't even see it. Oh, okay, here it is. Jackie Chan has always said his greatest inspiration has been the likes of Buster Keaton, and yeah. So you mentioned that before, but instead of Charlie Chaplin's actually Buster Keaton, but no, same thing.
Yeah. I wanted to mention him as well, but I was like, Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, same
Yeah,
tomato. Yeah.
yeah, because also they use that style of visual storytelling as well, where like XYZ happens because XYZ is happening.
But I guess it
They
also
go.
makes sense why Jackie Chan is so adamant to be doing his own stunts. He
Mm,
was inspired by those guys. Makes so much
true.
sense. Yeah.
And he's trying to tell the story with his body, and a stuntman probably won't be able to do the same thing as well
Yeah.
as someone who knows what the story is fully.
Sorry,
And
gents, just give me a second.
All right.
cool. So yeah, catching up to you guys, the plan goes together well. As thanks to the skills, because Kevin as was deliberately showing off kung fu skills throughout that entire fight thing because he wanted Panther to get excited for him, and it works out completely like you guys said.
Yeah.
Uh, cool. And then then I'm caught up to you guys.
Well, where we are is basically after the zip lining.
Yes.
Yeah. And Panther basically just says, look, I'll pay you whatever it is, I'll pay you more than whatever you were supposed to get or whatever. Yeah, then that's where they go to, well, Panther's hideout or wherever he was before he got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And then he meets the team, right? His whole team.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously they're not familiar
Sorry,
with.
gents. I don't know if you heard any of that. Just being a landlord, I'm just gonna set up my camera.
No problem.
Okay, there we go.
What you have to
Anyway,
So basically this is where obviously these people don't know who's with Panther. They don't know Jackie Chan's character, so they try to fight him. Obviously, he fights them quickly, he takes the gun, and Panther's like, whoa, chill, guys. Chill. He's with me. But yeah, there was some quick reflexes from Jackie Chan right there. And yeah, that's where
and
we
also
get.
it was it was kind of this scene was actually kind of sad. Like this was when it actually got really dark, and I was like, oh, okay. I did not see your game, police story,
I
because
think
after
that's
he
what.
takes the gun from
Yeah, I think
yeah.
they wanted to show us how badass Panther actually is. Because at this point, I liked him. I liked this dude. I was like, this dude is so cool. Until this moment, I was like, oh, wait, don't play with this dude.
No, actually, I think this was where I took him serious. I mean, before
Yeah,
I was like, okay, this is a bad plan.
yeah,
There's no escape. You don't have hands.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right. And then, like, yeah, everybody like bows down to him and all of that stuff, which was crazy. But I'm like, Jackie Chan handed him the gun, and it's just like, that's kind of crazy that you had to go undercover to hand the boss the gun that shoots another
That's just
bruh.
someone else. Hey, dog. That was
And
hectic.
like that's another thing is like in other movies, Jackie Chan would have kung fu'd his way out of that situation, shot at everybody, and
Yeah,
got the gun out of the guy's hand before it went off. Here, Hong Kwok, the Chong Kwok Hui. I hope I'm saying that right. Kevin, I'm gonna say Kevin because Kevin is safer. Here, Kevin just has to watch them shoot this bruh. Like he just has to be like,
yeah, because
the
he
mission,
understands
bro.
that he's undercover. He can't blow his cover. They're trying to get the big fish, so he cannot jeopardize the mission. He just has to, there's some
Yeah, but his cop
casualties.
instincts, I'm like, that's just rough.
Yeah,
Yo.
yeah,
But I'm saying, like, for a movie like this that was joking in the beginning, I looked at it, I was like, holy shit.
yeah, yeah. Straight up. I'm with you on that one.
Yep.
Like, okay.
Yeah. Also, some interesting points were that you see the boss asked Jackie Chan about his past. He's kind of getting tested a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that was actually very
Yeah,
clever.
this is where the comedy
Yeah.
comes in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can see like you guys said, it was an intro to boss to the Panther, basically setting up that he is, willing to kill his own men for failing him. It's a dramatic scene, though somewhat awkward because you can kind of see where there was a cut where they had to readjust the guy so he could fall into the water. That was a little bit awkward, but if you follow that, it's actually still pretty dramatic. I thought it was pretty great.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of squibs in this movie. I'm like, I think it was squib central for a while. So I let that go. I was like, all right, this is just how people get shot in this movie.
Mhm.
It'd be different if somebody gets shot in the chest and go down one time, and then all of a sudden they get lit up, a la Training Day. But yeah, this I was like, all right, this is what this is anyway.
Yeah. Um,
Everybody does the YMCA as they get shot.
but yeah, moving on. Okay. Jackie Chan has to play along whole time. Anyway, we discover an issue as they decide they're gonna go to Jackie's place to go continue the deal. which turns out to be
Oh yeah.
because it turns out Kevin's lack of knowledge gets him in serious trouble.
Yeah,
Like
because
they're like, okay,
they
but
didn't give him all the details that he needed. Like Panther was asking questions that Jackie Chan was not prepared for. You know what I mean?
dude,
Like,
nah, Jackie Chan was not studying. There was a full file there.
but
But
I don't think
anyway,
that file would have answered all those questions, though. There's
I
no
honestly,
way.
because the way the Chinese police were prepared is crazy, especially when you think about the photos taken and everything that Jackie Chan was a part of. But anyway, yeah, the Chinese police
Yeah,
basically are
man, are you
known.
telling me that directions to your place that you've never been to
Yeah.
was detailed in the nah, fam.
I'm telling you, dog, because
Nah, fam.
they cover for him completely, by the way. The police are no joke. They have set up along the way, literally setting up signs for him, and even hiring a kid to pretend to recognize him. It's such
Yes,
a
no,
good
I remember
idea.
that part. But come on, taxi. You remember they were in a taxi, dog. It's like, nigga, short left, short right. Where we going, dog? It's like,
Why would you build a fake town, like, a section if it wasn't a part of the
No, but
plan?
I'm saying, look, I think you're both right in the sense because yeah, he didn't study that thing enough because there's times where Brian forgets he's undercover, but at the
Mm,
same time, that's I'm just saying. Also, even if they did give him a lot of that stuff, it's like you also have to remember, right? He's a Hong Kong cop, like he's a
yeah.
super cop in Hong
Oh, yeah.
Kong. Like
yeah,
Yes.
the way you run operations out here is very different,
yeah.
and like this is a month that you have to do this. So if you're trying to prep
And
a
you want him to
guy
know
or
directions,
whatever,
go deep blue zone
But at the same
six.
time,
like
they are nailing him. They are nailing him on everything. Even the funny part where he makes a comment where he's like, this place stinks. He's like, what are you talking about? Why wouldn't you know what this smells like?
Yeah, it's
And
like,
let's try and quickly. And it's like, damn, Jackie.
no, but I'm like,
what
it's
was his
them,
reason
Jackie. But
again?
at
He
the
said
same time,
what?
it's like,
The fish,
Yeah,
like,
the pigs,
no,
something
I'm
about the
saying,
pig.
they feed the
yeah,
pigs
he
fish.
said that his pigs eat vegetables. These
Yeah,
ones
and
eat
then
feed,
theirs
and
eat
that's why
fish.
they stink. No, but here's what I'm saying though, is that essentially looking at this, he got the assignment and had a week to prepare to
Come
be a
on.
whole other person.
Nah, fam. Nah, fam.
That's wild.
Nah, fam.
You never see him studying. You only see him goofing off while everyone else is being dead serious. I don't think that's an
No,
accident.
fair enough, dog. But 1 week is crazy to have a whole new
Unreasonable
identity,
amount.
and you don't. And I'm
But
saying one
super
week is when you don't do that. Imagine like Chris Tucker from Rush Hour. He's like, you're going undercover as a Nigerian prince, bruh. In 1 week, you have to be Nigerian.
yeah,
Bruh.
no, I agree with that. But yeah, um, they end up going to the
They
village.
they find the place, yeah.
Yes,
But
where Yang.
shout out to the actor that plays Panther, dog. That guy was on the ball. Like for me, ever
Oh
since
yeah,
he appeared on screen, I was hooked. Like he's actually I would say my third favorite character throughout this entire movie. Like he
yeah.
was
No,
on point, dog.
he has seen presence, definitely, no
Yeah.
question.
And he
Um,
kills it, dog. The way he treats this guy,
yeah,
it's like, dog, I'm loyal to you. You are my nigga. Nobody's gonna touch you. Nobody's gonna do none. But dog, where are
yeah.
we going? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's kind of funny. This is another one where Jackie Chan is a bit of an idiot where he doesn't know if it's his sister or his wife. I thought that was
Exactly,
fun.
yeah.
But anyway, I love how they never forget.
Just a shout out to a moment in the movie. I'm not gonna like spoil it now, but it does kind of like seem like what's this? Chong Kwa Kui was like, I should have said you were my wife, and
Yeah.
it's just like,
So that he can take
are you
advantage.
trying
So that he
to
can take
map
so that he can take
now?
advantage of that, yeah. Like kiss her or something and say acting character. You know? Like,
I was like, that girlfriend is in danger. Like, no wonder she doesn't want him to leave the house.
It's strange. He's never been like disloyal in any of the other movies like this, so it's very weird. I just think he's maybe being chill.
It's Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
I understand. But anyway,
Yes.
getting back to it, yeah. And then that's
Yeah.
when she introduces herself as the sister, right?
Yes. Yes. And they introduce as a sister, and we get this. So basically, what we get is like this nice mix of like comedy and storytelling as well as they kind of all have to like Jackie Chan has to do improv to like catch up to everything.
Yes.
And Panther is just like flowing with it. He doesn't actually see the issues. Like the fact that Jackie Chan doesn't know where the bathroom is. He's like, no,
Yeah.
man, that's how they are in the
That's
bunkers,
how they
man.
do it here, man. Just outside. Just go outside.
You just know someone in like Eastern Cape was like, I know people talk about us like that.
It's like a moment, there's a moment where you could tell that they were also punishing each other in a way because I think he slapped her or she slapped
Yes, he
him
did
and
the
then
cheeks. He like crushed her cheeks, basically. Yes.
yeah, and
And
also
then
it's
she's
like
like, "Oh, you're hitting me too hard."
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
it's
then
like
she like, the girly
make us
punch.
tea. And she
Yeah,
has no choice
yeah,
but to make the tea, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. But you
No,
yeah.
just
he literally smacks her ass, and he's like, "We've been
yeah.
fighting as siblings forever." I have sisters. I've never done that.
I've never done that. Why
Jackie
would I
Chan
do
was
that?
wilding.
I've had sisters try to do this at me, but I've never. But you just know by his face that those were haymakers. Like when she was doing like, and his face is like,
Bro, and the fact
No,
that
no, I'm talking about when Jackie Chan was like, "Hey, hey," and he smacked her on the butt.
oh
I
no,
was like,
definitely.
"Whoa!" I was
bro,
like, "Bro, is May still a thing? Are you trying to do something?"
and the part
It's
where they
they.
said your mom is
I
coming.
wonder if May sensed a disturbance in the force like a Jedi. Like she woke
Oh,
up and she's like, "Something is
it
not
wasn't
right
even
here."
in the script, dog.
Like the
Yeah.
part where they say the mom is coming and it's
Mm,
his uncle or the captain. I'm like,
yeah.
there's no way Panther's gonna fall for this dog. There is absolutely no way. The captain is the
Trust me.
mom.
I thought, like the first time I saw it, I thought it was like he was going to be like an uncle or something, or like a
Mm.
grandfather. That's what I saw.
Nigga
All I
decided to
know
be the
is,
mom, dog.
hey, dog. But in real life, I've noticed I've got this one guy. It's so funny. He actually doesn't have. If there's gaydar, then there must be T-dar, and he doesn't have T-dar. Like there was this one lady that came, and all of us were like we all knew, but he didn't, dog. And he was like, "Wow, she's lovely," and you're like, "Sure, bro, that's good for you, buddy."
What do you mean by T-Dar? What does T mean?
Transdar.
Oh, okay.
You
But
know what
look,
I mean?
man, look, I don't want to
So
lie. When he actually came out and started talking, I believed him. Like, I genuinely believe that there's actually moms like this. Especially if you know, like
mm, like the dialogue.
old
Oh,
women.
okay, yes.
Like you can actually believe that, oh, okay, nah, hey, sure, Mama Zal type thing. Like, oh,
Oh,
hi,
oh, with
makes
the
sense.
money anyway, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
def
and then that's when Panther gives her. That's when Panther's like, "This is from I think his thing is Feng Shu. I think his
mhm.
undercover name is Feng Shu in the
Yes.
dub. I don't know what it in the original language. I don't know what it is in the dub
No, it's the same.
because he can't be Kevin.
Yeah, no,
No.
it's yeah, you're right, Feng Shui, and then
Oh,
it's yeah,
oh, okay. So
yeah,
they made the undercover in the dub. They made the undercover name Chinese, and they made
yes,
his regular name Kevin.
yes.
Yep.
That's kind of that's weird.
Hollywood, Baba.
You know, British Mandate Hong Kong. They were like,
That
let's use
seems
Hollywood.
racially charged. It's like he'll be undercover with the bad guys with the Chinese name, but when he's with the Hong Kong police, he has a good white name.
Okay,
It's
I feel
like
like
this
you
thing,
need
it's like
another
this thing
level.
of Kishimoto making Naruto blonde hair and blue eyes. It's just we just need to appeal to a broader audience type thing.
uh,
So,
but anyway, yeah,
Here's not just
and
easy.
then
huh?
yeah, and then so Rob, are we here by the meeting
Well, not
with the
okay.
mom?
Well, before we get there, I just want to say, different format today. This is all advantage
Ah,
of shot. If you pay
my
attention,
bad.
no, it's all good. It's all good. If you pay attention, you can actually see how much of these shots are done in wides. Almost every single shot is done in wide. Thanks to that, thanks to these being real sets and real studios, it gives the actors an option to be open with their movements. In a Hollywood movie, right? So there's this thing they call it the Hollywood step. So basically, what happens basically, if you're an actor, you can actually see, okay, this person's on a set. So what they'll do is when they're upset, right? They're like stomp their foot like this. And you're like, oh, okay, this person wanted to move, but they couldn't because they're in a small set and they can't move around. So with this movie, they've put a lot of wides, and it gives a lot of opportunity for everyone to like really be explosive with their movements, and it really works. It's fantastic.
Mm.
And even and what's so nice about using a wide angle camera is that even in medium and closer shots, when they're done with a wide angle camera, what you end up leaving is space to pay attention to the composition and the rule of thirds. You'll notice actually this more in the meeting itself, which makes it interesting that you can actually have the odd mistake with some shots, but it still fits nicely because it flows. It's almost like a play. But yeah, anyway, cool. So yeah, as you were saying, yeah, they go to the meeting. Uncle convinces Kevin to bring in Hua, aka Yang.
No. Oh, you know what the other thing is? He almost literally forgot he was undercover because he was like, hey! And he was like, what are you doing?
Dog, you gotta love Kevin, man.
Bro, there's moments where they call his name and he forgets, he doesn't reply.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, I remember that. They had to tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's like, huh? Oh.
I was like, yo, if you did not save Panther's life there at the prison, bro.
Yep. But yeah,
you performed. I'm saying he performed at that prison. That thing, he was Panther's dog for life, bro.
Oh, definitely, man. So anyway, yeah, we get the meeting. We see that the goon number 1 and goon number 2, old goons plus new goons, show together so they can set up the arrangements. And then we see that Kevin and Yang are pushed to the side for the secret conversations. And while that happens, it opens up the wide shot so we can see that a group of policemen were there the whole time. And once more, we see that a plan has gone wrong. We're no longer allowed to really stay in that freestyling section that was there before, with like Kevin kind of being done. So the actors have to be a little bit smarter now because we're a little bit too deep in the movie. And so now we're in what I believe is the plan gone wrong phase, where we're still actually in the fun and game section of the story. Because we see Jackie Chan kick ass in the beginning, but now it's Hua's or Yang's turn to kick ass.
I just want to say something though. Going back to what we were saying earlier, everybody that works in the Chinese government is competent as hell. Because these niggas easily could recognize Panther. Like, yo, there's Panther.
Not only do they recognize Panther, they seem to recognize like there's a deal going down.
His whole
notice,
crew,
like some of his associates.
And
I'm like,
his whole squad.
I'm like, bro, they're also off duty. They're not even in uniform.
My nigga, those niggas were just eating.
Like these brats are going, like they went out to go eat.
Yeah. You're right.
Like, dog, imagine SAPS score McDonald's, and now they have to stop whatever they're doing
it's like,
at McDonald's to be like, hey, we gotta go. We have to catch him now.
Dog, it's absolutely true, man.
Which I don't know. I feel like they'd be like, guys, system is down. I'm eating my McDonald's.
Yeah.
I wonder how cops, actually, you made me think about it. I wonder how cops feel like when they go to McDonald's and the ice cream machine is not working. How do they feel?
And they say system is down.
Exactly. Anyway.
That's funny. Yeah. But the other thing is, I'm like, did the department not clue in?
No.
I think that was another thing I had a question. Because the other thing is, right, Yang, she's like the Supercop of the Chinese police, right? In that people know her.
Well, she doesn't acknowledge herself as one, but she is, yes.
But I'm saying, at the same time, I feel like the people there should be able to recognize her. So that was just a thing that was a little bit confusing to me because I'm like, she's known by the higher ups. She was the one with the higher ups.
It was a different jurisdiction, right?
Yes.
If you think about it,
but I'm saying,
it's not the same.
Isn't the higher ups? But I'm saying, isn't those higher ups like all in charge of the precincts of the various precincts?
Yes, you're right.
Of them?
But remember, the guys that were off duty are not in higher positions. They're just regular policemen.
Yeah.
So they don't have intel.
So I'm saying they never get a memo. Oh, they never got a memo.
They don't have
it's the same
about
with
undercover cases or anything.
Yeah. It's the same thing with the prison break. If you notice, you'll notice like about 5 or 6 policemen actually know that there's a fake prison break going on. and they tell them, no, you can't use guns. We have to catch them alive. And you know what I mean? Like they know, but no one else does. So they are actually trying to stop
No, I
Kevin.
know. I was just saying that her
Yeah.
face, or like that she would be
No, they
known by
wouldn't.
her
Okay, no,
face or
I
something.
think I know what you're saying. Like you're saying, like she's like chief of police, something like that. I don't think she's that high up. I think she's like
Yeah, no,
maybe
she
like,
isn't. No.
yeah, she's not that high
Oh,
up. I think
okay.
she's low enough where it's like, yeah, if you're a leader, you know who she is. But if you're not a leader, then she's just a face. I
Yeah.
think that's what's happening.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is why
I
when she
mean, it
says,
wasn't a
"Oh,
nitpick. I was just wondering because I was just like,
no, I guess,
yeah. But anyway, yeah.
yeah." Um, Cool. Yeah. Addition to the original equation, now we see why she needs to stay. Yeah, because she shows off right now. Jackie Chan got show off, so now we see why he has to stay. That's why Panther's excited for her, and then we see why Panther would get excited for her as well. It starts with her stopping the cop that saw Panther getting, and then it jumps, and then when she can't stop that guy, she beats the crap out of her, and then takes the comms, and you're like, oh, but what does this mean? Because she identifies herself, and the cop's like, oh, okay. But anyway, it cuts away from her, so we leave her as like an open equation. The cops reveal themselves to stop Panther's men, and chaos breaks out as a conflicted Jackie tries to figure out what to do. He can't let Panther kill, but he can't get caught either. He ends up failing altogether and ends
Yeah,
up getting
because
caught.
they actually caught them. The guys were successful.
Yeah,
They didn't
no,
get to eat their
but I'm saying
dinner,
the other thing
but
that was kind of funny is that like Panther immediately went to I'm stabbing every police officer, and I'm like, you don't have like instant what? There's no middle ground with this, bruh.
None, dude. It was hilarious. And like the fact that they put
Like, and Jackie Chan had to like protect the cops as he's fighting because he's just like, well, okay, he's about to stab him, so I'm gonna push him to the side. Well, okay, I gotta kick this
I'm sure
one over
Christopher
here.
Nolan, Christopher Nolan watched this movie and is like, okay, I'm gonna do this for the Dark Knight. Why about Batman comes in the building, finds out that the
yeah,
criminals are dressed as policemen, but actually, nobody knows.
yeah,
So when they see
Yeah.
Batman, they think he's fighting policemen, but he's actually fighting criminals as policemen. You know what I mean?
mm,
Could we do something like
yeah.
that?
Yeah, but the problem is that Batman succeeded in it. Jackie Chan did not
He
get, and I
failed,
think the
dog.
problem was is because he was doing too many things at once. Like
Yeah,
when Yang has to step in action, all she has to do is beat up people.
yeah.
Yeah.
When Kevin was there trying to do his thing, like it's like I gotta keep all of these police officers
Safe.
alive because
I
the
have to
guy I'm
protect
working for is a
everybody.
maniac.
I have to
Yes.
protect everybody, even
Yeah.
Panther. I have to protect
Yes.
this nigga and everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The
because Panther can't fight also. Like Panther, like immediately his response is bottle and stab,
yeah.
you
Yeah, no, he's a
die.
street fighter, definitely. But it's the conflict inside of Jackie that makes him weak in that moment. And next thing you
Yeah.
know, he gets
Yeah.
caught by getting electrocuted in the foot, which is hilarious because they finish him off. And I just thought that was funny. The
But
second one is
also, I would
hilarious.
That
say
was police brutality.
the level of
That
storytelling,
was you kick me in the chest. I have to taser you on the ground. I was like, he's already down. Now what?
the level of storytelling is so good in a sense that even if Panther saw what Kevin was
Mhm,
doing, he was not
mhm,
gonna second guess because he's thinking, oh, this guy doesn't want me to stab a police officer. That's
mhm.
why he's stopping me from stabbing people. You know what I'm saying? He's not
Yeah.
thinking this guy is a cop. No, he's just thinking, okay, this guy is thinking ahead. He's more
Mhm.
level-headed than I am right now. Because if I stab a police officer, my sentence is probably gonna be way longer than it was supposed to be, or whatever.
Or not even that.
Potentially.
Now it becomes a manhunt, and also you're trying to stay low key because you just broke out of prison.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I mean, that's my other thing. Like they were saying that if you kill a police officer, you can get executed for it or something. And I'm like, I feel
Yeah.
like Panther been stabbing these police officers left and right. I don't know how he ended up in regular prison.
You know what I mean? But definitely, man. But anyway, guys, yeah, they get caught in just the funniest way where like they wrap the chair around them and they got them like that. That's worse than being like marched by the police, dog. That's worse than like handcuffs.
That's worse
But
than
anyway,
being pulled by your belt.
dog. Yes, that's this African way right there. But anyway,
Ah,
yeah.
it's China, Chief. China don't play games.
But yeah,
That's why foreigners, you don't want to get arrested over there, dog. You don't know if you're coming back.
Hey, Chief.
yeah. I read they got like a 99% conviction rate. Don't get arrested there. You're guilty. You're guilty.
No,
So
there was one YouTuber or whatever. I don't know who it was, but he was like messing around with the flag or something, and he disappeared.
Damn.
yeah, no jokes, man.
Yeah,
Um,
hey, dog, they made Tiananmen Square disappear. You think they can't make a person disappear?
no, can't argue with that at all, man.
They made what disappear?
Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen Square.
What the hell is that?
Oh, that made me sad.
Use your Googles.
Yeah,
Use
you
your
know what?
Googles.
Let's still
Damn.
keep.
You guys are the same,
let's
man. None of you, not even one was like, yo, no, it's this.
No, the FDO will kill
When
us.
you want Jackie Chan to bust through my window and karate kick me.
There is nothing wrong with busing say, dog. Everything is fine in busing say. That's what I'm.
There's Supercop into our rooms right now. China don't play.
Okay. I guess I have
But-
homework now. Thanks, guys.
Yep. Good homework. But yeah, Hua jumps in and her skills are even smoother than Kevin's, man. And we see Kevin, comes in.
Hey,
Of course.
I'm telling you now, bro. May would have been like, I'd have to call after Michelle Yeoh hit that crane pose after she kicked that bro. I'd have called May like, hey, baby, listen.
I still consider her. I remember I had a bit of a debate with my cousin about this because he was like Lucy Liu. I'm like, fam, Michelle Yeoh is number one, bro. He's like, nah, Lucy Liu. I'm like, my G, Lucy Liu is nothing compared to Michelle Yeoh, dog.
Oh hell yeah, dog.
For me,
Hong
female
Kong.
martial
I don't
artist.
know. Lucy Liu is nice. I think there's
Nice.
No, she is.
yeah,
She is, but you
But
cannot
not the
compare her to
nicest.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
Those are completely different.
I don't know. I think the thing is I
levels.
grew up on Charlie's Angels, so Michelle like Lucy Liu was
We grew
Okay,
we
yeah.
grew up on Michelle
That's fine.
Yeoh, so we know.
Yeah, Michelle Hong Kong, dog. And
We grew
Cynthia
up on Michelle
Rothschild, dude.
Yeoh. Because Michelle has acted with Jet Li, acted with Jackie Chan, acted with Yuan Biao, and acted with Sammo Hung, and Cynthia Rothrock.
Mhm.
And all of these people that are
No,
mentioned
I
are
feel you.
legends.
Like I'm saying, like I said, when she hit that crane pose after she double kicked that bra, I was like, May, I gotta call you. Like, look,
Yeah, and she was an
take
actor
that
first.
money in the safe. Have a good life because
Sorry, what
I
did you
think I'm
say,
staying
Rob?
in China.
Wasn't she an actor first? Because I know Chow Yun Fat was an actor first, and I think she was an actor first too as well, right?
She was a ballet dancer
There we go.
and a
Yes,
supermodel. So,
there we go.
but the
Yes, yes.
ballet
Okay.
dancing is what helped her to become that agile and acrobatic.
Mm,
Yeah.
yes.
And she was
I'm
doing
like,
her own stunts in this.
yeah, okay, it's Hong
Oh
Kong.
no,
You
you can
have to do your
see.
own stunts. You have to. It's a rule. There's a thing, I think she had an interview where she apparently blew out her eardrum. Like
Yes.
someone hit her that hard.
Yes.
And like the doctor was like, yeah, that's what happens, bro. Like anyway, back to set. No, they got your eardrum. Back to
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, like
Okay,
Jackie
no, I
Chan,
don't
like
want to spoil
like
it.
he be
For the second recording, I'll talk about it. But I'll send you guys links.
yeah, I'd say like
Yeah.
I'd say Jackie Chan be falling on his back or whatever, and you just gotta get up and start roundhouse kicking again. And it's like, what? Like, you're surprised that man is standing at the age of 80 or whatever, because it's just like, how are your bones still stitched together?
Okay, let me put it
Like
like this.
Tom Cruise.
So Michelle Yeoh actually does mention that something happens in the movie, and Michelle Yeoh says that the director came to her, Stanley Tong, and she was like, at that point, she was in pain, excruciating pain. And Stanley Tong is like, yo, so you okay? Should we wrap up for the day? She's like, no, let's continue, because she believes that had she stopped and recorded
She was
another
back.
day, she was not gonna deliver the way she did. So she had to do it again.
That's deep, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the life, bro.
Yeah.
That's the
And everybody's like, oh, Tom Cruise, Tom Cruise. I'm like, Hong Kong cinema, people been.
Yeah. I'm sure
Kick
Donnie
for
Yen,
real.
Donnie Yen and all these other people, when they hear people say, yo, man, Tom Cruise is the #1 action star, they're like, nigga.
Oh
No,
yeah,
but here's the thing. Donnie Yen doesn't try to kill himself. Jackie Chan be doing things where I'm just like, like there was one movie where he almost fell over the side of a building and he had to stop himself. And you could actually see that in the stunt they overshot it. And had Jackie Chan not been Jackie Chan, he was going over that building. Like his kung fu training had to kick in. And it was just like, what?
And you have to remember, it's a lifestyle. So, like, I remember Jean-Claude Van Damme was talking about, like, how, you don't really sign a government form to, like, do location shots sometimes. You just pick up a camera and go, yo, we're shooting over there by the docks. And it was such a lifestyle choice that people didn't even react that much, dude. So it wouldn't be like people like extras like jumping. No, they didn't hire extras. Those were real people walking around. And like that's just what happened in Hong Kong movies sometimes, bro. It's
yeah. No, but like the thing is though, when we talk about Jean-Claude and we talk about all, they're just doing like fight scenes. I'm talking about like this. Like there's one stunt I saw. I think it's from Police Story where he jumps down like a what's this?
Yes, it's one.
It's like a
one.
Yeah, it's like he jumps down like a whole thing that has a bunch of lights or whatever.
Yeah.
And like Jackie Chan just has to go for it. Yeah. And it's just like, bro, there are so many things that could go wrong.
They did. Like he
his hands or something, right?
Yeah, he didn't realize that that there's such a thing as rope burn. Apparently, he learned that lesson the hard way. So he just kind of went down with his hands and burnt his hands.
Oh. But anyway, back to the movie.
Why you see him letting go in the movie? But anyway, yeah. Yang is of course.
Yeah, no, she was badass. When she hit that crane thing, like that was an anime pose. I was like expecting like a kamehameha afterwards or something. I was like, yo.
Yes, and you see Yang playing her Hua part very well. When Kevin is a bit too earnest on the double agent stunt, as Yang has to reassure. Oh, sorry, I'm jumping ahead now. Basically, Yang plays her part as the reinforcements come in, and then she basically comes in and then pretends to shoot the cop. It's a whole sequence. It's fantastic, and you realize, okay, that's what that phone call. Well, that's what the radio was about. Was her setting up how they can go with Kevin, basically. And it plays off, and then again, Panther gets impressed by Yang and says, "Let's go, Hua, let's all go." And Kevin's like, "Did you just shoot a cop?" Because Kevin's like this well-meaning guy, anyway. And then she's like, "No, of course I didn't, you idiot." And then and that ends the scene as they all are now headed out.
No, but that was brilliant because the captain comes, looks at Jackie and Panther. And then
sends the henchman away.
And calls Jackie Chan by his fake name and says, you bastard, so you're out of jail now.
Yeah, it starts adding things, dog.
Exactly, just to make it seem legit. Yeah, just to make it seem legit. Yeah, then Michelle Yeoh comes in, kicks in the captain. Then then Panther's like, guys, let's go.
Hey, that's like what is that job? Like, I wonder what the benefits are. Like, we have to kick your ass today, my man. You have to get roundhoused in the head.
Bro, it's crazy. So Michelle Yeoh asked the chief to actually get his ass kicked by her, just to make it convincing.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Do the whole setup.
Like the other brat got taken by surprise. So you're just like, but when you know a foot is coming, and it's like from one of the best in your department. Like you have a black belt in putting foot to face, and I was like, I gotta do this to you, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and can you imagine being the side cop who was sent away? Like, we had them, and then you sent me away.
Exactly.
And now everyone's gone. I'd be touched.
I would report your ass. Yeah. Everything was going according to plan until Captain Mabalani came in and told me to go home.
No, and then he doesn't tell you to go home. What he does is he sends you into Hua, and then she starts, wait. Now you're getting body chopped.
Like, you know what? I should have just ordered my food and sat with the gents at the table because I was off duty anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I should have made a TikTok skit. Now I'm regretting it now.
Oh my God. Now I got chopped in the throat.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't swallow my food because, I was trying to do my job off duty.
Hey, dog. being a hero. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's the end of that scene. That puts us at about the 45-minute mark. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
just before the 45-minute. Well, this is actually a very interesting point in terms of storytelling, because yeah, this is the 46 minute. This is a 96-minute movie, right? And we're just under the halfway point of the movie. In a way, this works as a halfway point in the film, because we got Jackie as a part of the mission. We got Yang showing off in order to be pulled into the main mission, creating our undercover duo. The next scenes, um, the next scenes are on the ocean, welcoming us to Hong Kong. These are not exactly a part of the story that the characters control, and therefore could be considered not a part of the fun and game section of the story. This is something to think about if you care about storytelling, because arguably this is the end of the character fun and game section for the characters, but
Yeah,
not the
because both
plot.
of them showed off. Like Jackie Chan showed off when they were rescuing Panther, and
Yes.
Michelle Yeoh
Mhm.
showed off now in the
Exactly.
yeah.
And they're
So
not
you're
making
right, the
decisions.
fun and games
Exactly.
part is over. Yeah.
Yes. But one could argue that the overall plots fun and game section may not be over until the end of the next scene. But by that I mean because technically we haven't entered the next flow yet. But either way, um, great things have been done to cut a clear line between the two characters and how different their personalities are, and momentum to the next section of the story is flowing beautifully. So right here, you could consider this to be a perfect midpoint.
Mhm.
Cool. Now, 45 minutes in, the scene we're now on the boat. We get a test of Kevin's personality, and of course, it's ridiculous. Because that's
God,
just Kevin.
where is opening? Where is opening without knocking? And
Yes. Yes.
And it's just like, are you trying to bag, bro? Like, what is happening here?
yeah,
Like, this girlfriend is looking way more suspicious by the day. Like,
No,
when you tell me that she's a big character than the other ones, I'm like, yeah, well,
yeah, trust me. And the emotions, it doesn't make it like what is happening. But anyway, after all these examples, it still comes to an idiot.
Michelle Yeoh, dog, that's what's happening. You saw that pose, bro, changed his whole life.
But yes, but before we get a joke to close things off, before things get more serious. And then the scene kind of closes off with that whole like you're a chauvinist pig, etc., etc. And then the Mao Dong, which I thought was funny. Cool. Then the next day starts. That was very quick, by the way, just poop, 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 done. And we see that they have been caught by the Hong Kong patrol. They come in with force. You're like, really? Is this how you do? Stop fishing boats with 45 boats and
bruh.
50 guns?
But
What
I
is
guess
Yeah, I'm
if
just like,
it's one of the most if the person is on the most wanted list, you need the reinforcements, I guess.
God,
no, but I'm saying, how did they know he was on that boat? Like, are they checking every boat with heavy artillery?
Dog.
Like imagine some dude is there and he just has like some regular sea bass or some regular fish or whatever, and these brothers are coming in with automated machine guns. Like, we just want to check if the premises is safe. What the hell?
I'm just
please,
catching
I wouldn't
salmon. Like I don't know. I'm just catching like octopuses. Yeah. Octopi.
I'm just going to go sell to fisheries. Like, why are you guys treating me like I have cocaine?
Like what kind of budget does the police department have to always send out 5 of these? You know what I
Munna,
mean?
Munna. This
Of
is the
these.
Michael Bay Chinese police department.
Like,
Yes. But yeah, they come in only for the wooden boat to suddenly have a speedboat inside of it, which is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That was the most Michael Bay thing there, actually. They use the speedboat to escape the patrol while Panther is going out there like a madman.
Yeah, it's like
No,
I
Panther
ain't
was
going
going
back
out there like
in.
a dumb. No, but the thing is, I ain't going back in. Stop running to the bullets, Panther.
Because
My thing is, like,
those
he
guys
got
are
one of
actually
his
shooting
brush.
at them, dog.
Yeah, he got one of his brush shots.
Yeah.
Luckily, Yang and Kevin dodged all the bullets.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, and also I'm like, this boat is magical because it's absorbing all of these bullets and it's still going.
And it's
I'm
still
like,
going.
Panther is running straight.
yeah.
He's running straight into gunfire, and you got to scream at him, "Munna, You're supposed to be getting away.
Yes. Remember, half the engines are exploded by the time they're even getting past.
And
It's so
I'm like,
crazy.
and I'm like, I'm saying, he's taking his half-exploded engine boat, and he's like, I'm gonna ram these dudes firing bullets at us,
But I
but they
think
just
Yes.
this
like
goes
turn
back to,
around.
I think Rob and I have spoken about this before, where if a movie is dialogue heavy, you have to come up with moments where you don't bore the audience. So you try to
Mm,
do as much action as possible, even if it doesn't make sense.
mm.
Sure, we just got the action part with the cops and whatever, but you still need to keep the people engaged. So you have to come up with another action sequence. You know what I mean? You have to
Maybe
come
they
up with
should have
something.
given. I think
And
maybe they should have given Panther a gun or something to him for to fire at the boats. I
Or
just found it
bombs or
so
something.
annoying.
I
I
think
just found it so annoying that he was just like, "You're tanking your whole plan. The whole plan was to get away, and you went and got your brush shot."
And what if Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh got shot there? What was gonna
yeah,
happen?
It's
no,
over. Like you're done. Like
yeah,
okay,
the
but
credits
anyway,
start
I
rolling. Yeah. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it would have been a mistake if they gave him a gun because remember Jackie Chan has been trying to stop him Kevin is trying to stop him this whole time from shooting. And this one, because they're not controlling the boat, all they can do is sit down. I
And
think it
watch.
gives them an element of powerlessness. I think
Yeah.
that's what they're going for.
Yeah,
Um,
true. No, I was just more annoyed with Panther, where I'm just like, you just escaped jail, my guy.
yeah,
Like, you're not supposed to be bombastic now. You're supposed
yeah,
to run away.
exactly.
It was slightly out of character, even though it was in character, if that makes sense. Because
No, no, no. It's in
it was in
character.
character
It's
it,
in
it was in
character.
character in a sense
Panther.
that he broke the bottle and he did whatever. But
Yes,
Panther, for the most part, is a very calm guy. For the
more
most part.
logical than this. Yeah,
For the
yeah,
most part, he's a very calm guy.
yes. But I
So
think that I
the
agree with you.
complexity.
I think it's because there wasn't enough time for what I think would have made more sense, where you can kind of see him getting more and more scared, and then he
Yes.
kind of becomes unreasonable. I think
Yes.
that would have been perfect, but
Yes.
there
Yes.
wasn't time for that. I kind of
Exactly.
so I
No, I don't know. I feel like his whole character is that because he's the brother of the big boss, that he kind of gets away with a lot of things. That's what it felt like to me. So what it kind of felt like is that he is irrational and unstable, but because he's connected to a very big dude, we can't do anything to him type thing. So
I
that's
can understand
kind of weird.
I don't know.
That's what I saw.
that,
I feel
but
like
I
he's a
feel
bit
like that.
layered.
Yeah, because he's more layered definitely, but I feel like that gets undermined by how out of it the new boss is, because he
Mm.
gets replaced and
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like all
instantly.
of a sudden, once we meet the new bosses, like as if
Yeah,
Panther doesn't
yeah,
exist anymore. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this was
Yeah,
like,
but anyway.
but anyway, yeah. So yeah, they use the speedboat to escape the patrol while Panther is going all out like a madman, but they escape cleanly. Here is where one can wonder if this isn't the true midpoint, as it is exactly in the middle of the story and ends off the entire China section in one go. Everything
Mm.
that was happening, the fugitive section is gone, the China section is gone.
Mm.
We are now it ends with the people, who are Yang and Kevin looking at each other like, like,
What
oh,
the hell just
geez.
happened? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you can it closes it off cleanly. So this to me feels like the actual thing, the midpoint. So now we
No,
are,
and I'll give it this. I really do appreciate in sense of storytelling that these undercover cops just sometimes have to watch shit happen and just have to be
Mhm.
like, I have to get
Yeah,
him for it later.
yeah.
Like they like because we're getting to another section now where again it was one of those except there was a ridiculous part in it, but I'll mention it when we see it.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, that'll be next time. But oh, flip.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll mention it next time.
Wait. Okay, okay, yes. I think I'm back to where my mark was. I think. Um, cool. Yeah, you were saying, man?
Wait, no, I mean, after
Oh,
they've
okay.
escaped, this is where they get
Yes.
to the
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 next year.
compound, basically.
Yes. So yeah, as I was saying, to close it off, right? We are now in new territory. Both Kevin and Yang have no power. They're in the hands of the villains now, and we've closed off the past and started something new. No one could argue once they hit the water. in the last scene that they started things off, but I kind of don't agree because this scene is actually very weirdly tiny. The dialogue, the actual dialogue that's plot relevant is very tiny. Dialogue that sets up why Huey is there lasted exactly 2 sentences. Truth is, best case scenario, I feel like the water scene was set up for the audience to see Panther in control and to see how far he's willing to go to avoid jail. That's best case. But the more likely answer is that this is an unnecessary scene. First half of the movie effectively ended perfectly in that last point I mentioned, but they were worried about a lack of action, and I think they decided to put that in there to spice up the pacing.
Like I was saying, you basically just repeating
Yeah,
what I said. Like
yes.
actually, when you look at this movie, that boat scene, like
Unnecessary? I don't know.
You
I
know,
think
the movie could have
I
happened
think
without that boat
if
scene
they jump
entirely.
from the roof to being in Hong
Yeah,
Kong, that's fine.
that
Nothing
boat scene
lost.
could like, the movie could have
no,
happened
I
without the
know,
boat
but
scene.
I think the thing is though is that I think you kind of need to. They didn't really get to establish. Like I think you needed to see how manic Panther was. I think it gets undercut in the next scene because we get introduced to another boss, which
Uh-huh.
I thought to me adding another boss to the scene was unnecessary. It's just like just keep with Panther. Because like everywhere he
Okay.
goes, he's Panther,
I
Panther,
agree.
Panther. I would say that is more unnecessary in my opinion. But I feel like the boat scene was simply because also remember Chang's also not been in the field like this.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
Chang's used to there are rules, there are things we have to do, etc., etc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like Chang managed to keep everybody alive when Panther
Mhm.
was escaping the first time round
Yes.
because she could make calls. She could be like, okay, I need you to pretend. All right, this guy, I know I have to take him down, but he'll be fine. All of that stuff. Like you see her, she's in control. Boom, boom, boom. The entire section.
Yeah.
This section here, you can see Chang is she's even looking to Kevin for answers. And Kevin's like, I got nothing.
Yeah, that's
So I
okay.
feel like
Yeah.
that was very important, but it gets undercut by the next scene, which is why it may feel unnecessary.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Now that's very viable, but I would actually argue about one thing though. I would say you can't have Panther being the boss because I don't want to say he's taken too many L's, but I feel like you need a higher level because I don't want to say he's been fooled too much. If you understand what I'm saying, like you don't want too
No, but I
soft a
think it
boss.
still would have. I think it still would have worked, Rob,
I
because
think he actually and I think it actually would have given him like a solid W because the only time he
yes,
really gets a solid W as a character is when he shoots the guy who betrayed him. And
yes,
I'm
Yeah,
like, I think he like for the presence that he had, I feel like he needed a bit more power.
I
No.
agree.
So he has two W's. He has two W's. I'll give him because the boat is a W for him escaping. But it's just
mhm.
like I think he needed to be cemented instead of having his power handed
Yeah,
over.
I
It's
was
kind of
gonna
like
say
what
that.
they did with Cottonmouth
Mhm.
in Luke Cage season 1, where Cottonmouth is so powerful that when they write him out of the show kind of loses steam.
Yeah,
If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I
but he's
wanted to
But at
say
the
still
that,
same time,
like,
oh, okay,
um,
but go ahead. Sorry, Mr. Extrodin.
if to me, it just seemed like Panther just needed to get his stuff. Once he has whatever stuff that he wanted, whether it's ammunition, money, or whatever, then we were
Mhm.
gonna see the full-blown version of the Panther, the actual villain. You know what I'm saying? Because he was still escaping, he was still a fugitive, he didn't have all his stuff, his ducks in a row. It's kind of like Bruce Wayne without the suit and his gadgets.
I hear
He
what
has
you're
to get
saying,
to
but
the Bat Cave to get it, or whatever. I'm just giving you an example.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah,
definitely,
so
but I
I'm
can't
saying it could have
imagine.
worked like that. I'm not saying this was horrible. I'm just saying that
No, I hear you. I hear
that
what you're saying.
choice still
Fair
could have
enough.
worked. But at the
Oh,
same
fair enough.
time, it wouldn't have made sense why they would make so much effort
Mm.
for Panther alone. But it makes sense why they would cover their tracks so much to catch the big fish.
Yes, because yeah, I mean, if the big fish is already in prison, why get him out? No, fair enough. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
No, but I mean, I think if you write a scenario where, yeah, he's in prison, but one, you don't have all the evidence you need. Two, he's also greasing the system and he can get stuff out. And three, he's still shipping things because there's still people who still run full operations from behind prison bars. I just think it takes a little bit of steam out the story when you have to change and get to know another character. when you already had the character who was like the big,
Well, I
was
mean,
supposedly the big fish.
it's kind of similar to what Akira Toriyama did with the androids and Cell. You know, for the most part, we thought androids, 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 androids,
Yeah, and
androids,
then so
androids.
yes.
Then Jiggy Jiggy after the fight is
Yeah, but I think the thing is when he introduces Cell, right? I think the difference is that when we get to the androids, we get told how scary they are and all of that stuff, but they don't really do anything scary. And then the minute Cell drops, he starts absorbing people left and right. So already you're just like, what the hell is Cell? Like Cell already he comes on the scene, he's nightmarish. So I'm saying here we get Panther, everybody like bows to him all the time, and when he sees a guy that betrayed him, he kills him in cold blood. So you're already like, oh, okay, Panther is serious, and like you have to catch this guy. But
But then you're
then
getting tased. You seem, and then you're like, I feel like there's a lot of rewriting that would have to happen, like to really make it flow.
yeah,
But
I don't
look,
know.
I
I think
think,
it could have
you
still
know, I
anyway.
think I must have mentioned this to you before, Rob, or you
Mhm.
might have mentioned it to me, or I've probably heard it from someone else. But I always feel like, you know, you have a good story when there
Mhm.
are multiple ways this thing could have went. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying? Because
yeah.
like
In the
now it's
past,
as if we're at the
definitely.
crossroads
Yeah,
and any direction could have worked. Unlike like a Marvel
yeah.
movie where you're like, why did you guys go left? There was
Because
no
the
reason to
plot.
go left.
Yeah,
With this one, it's like,
yeah,
well, this is fine. It makes sense.
yeah.
But this one also could have worked. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, no, definitely. It's like watching a flower blossom. You see all the different petals, man. I feel you, man.
Yeah.
I feel that. That makes
Yeah, I mean, again, it didn't take me out the movie, but I was just thinking about it now, and I was just like, I could have stuck with Panther. I didn't need this
yeah.
new guy.
It's
Mm.
like that second watch through feeling you get. I know I get you when you're like, it's nice when you get after a movie where you can analyze what's actually happened. I love that.
Yeah.
I think
As
that
long as it
this
was
one.
not the Dark Knight Rises where Bane all of a
Oh,
sudden,
you just have to remember the fire.
yeah.
Okay, okay, you almost had me. I was like worried there. But okay, but yeah, cool. So, but anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, almost done basically. Anyway, the first half of this movie and the first piece of the story of Police Story Talk Part 3 is so great and fixes so many of the problems that the second movie had, while ironically not having the dramatic style and massive stunts that the second movie has. It is the definition of less is more. And
100%.
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
That's why I was saying the budget for
and
me.
acting wise, I mean, of course, Michelle. I think Michelle Yeoh is just a stronger actor
Mm,
than Jackie Chan. Emotional ticks and
mm.
everything. But I think Jackie also turned in a pretty decent, like a pretty good
Oh yeah.
performance. Because I know people look at him as Punch Kick Man,
No, no.
Mm.
but
Jackie
when
Chan
he
can
wants
act
to,
his
he can
ass
actually
off, bro.
act.
He can act
Especially
his
if
ass
you
off.
listen to the sub. Definitely. You actually hear his voice, his actual voice. Oh no, he can act, bro.
I just don't know why he didn't do a lot of dramatic roles, but if he had done those, he would have probably won an Oscar for one
Because
of
he
them.
loves singing too much.
There was one
He
movie
loves
he
singing.
did. There was one movie he did. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, and I can't even really remember the name.
Foreigner?
But
I knew you were gonna say
no,
the
not
foreign.
Foreigner. No, not Foreigner. It was not
Uh,
Foreigner. So basically, it was like he was playing two characters. So he's like playing his ancestor, and he was playing like himself as like a guy who scavenges or whatever or something or whatever. And basically, there was like this woman who was trapped in a cage. Anyway, the modern plot does not take up a lot of the movie, but he was like a warrior prince who he was like an ancient warrior prince, and basically the whole movie like he gets betrayed, and as the warrior prince he has to kill like 100 dudes before he gets stabbed by the guy who betrayed him, and there was no jokes. And I remember watching this movie by accident because I thought it was a Jackie Chan film, and I was just like,
it's not fearless. No, it's
Jackie's
not
not
fearless.
smiling. Jackie's
Mm,
not smiling. Jackie's not telling jokes. He's not doing any like you know
Mm.
comedic kung fu. His
Yeah.
whole kung fu is serious. Like the whole plot is serious.
But
And then at the end of it, they
if he
try to
had done
like,
more of those, even without action, just him as a businessman somewhere, whatever, I think he
I don't
probably
think
could
it
have
was.
ah,
gotten an
dog,
Oscar.
It
punching
wasn't his
and kicking was
passion.
his bread and butter, dog.
Nah, music was his passion, bro. Have you seen?
Yes.
He's got like 7 albums, something like that. Nah, this man
No,
loves
no,
singing.
he's considered to be, he's a prolific singer. Sorry, he's a prolific singer in China.
Yeah, he gets excited when he talks about his singing. Like, I
Yeah,
think it's action and then it's like singing. It's like,
yes.
but yeah.
Yeah, but I just it was, but I'm saying to Kem's point, I was still saying that I think Michelle Yeoh, maybe it's just because she's done a lot of Hollywood productions, I don't know, but I was saying that yeah, he put in an enjoyable performance here.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't just I didn't feel like it was just him being Jackie Chan, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh no, he's Kevin. Trust me, watch the other movies, you'll feel it. He's Kevin. You'll see.
Like if you go to I don't know if Rush Hour is a good example.
No ways.
Oh,
Like with
here's a
Rush
perfect
Hour, I
example.
still think Lee is Lee. With Rush Hour, Lee is
Here's a
definitely
perfect
Lee.
example. Tuxedo. I
Yeah.
Ah,
love that film.
yeah.
I love Tuxedo. I
Mm.
do love Tuxedo. But in Tuxedo, he's Jackie Chan.
100%.
Oh,
100%.
so the medallion. The medallion. He's
Oh,
Jack.
the medallion is bad.
And both of those movies flopped, by the way. The movies you spoke about, the two of you spoke about, they flopped.
Yeah, no, I think Tuxedo is like I enjoy it, but when I've seen people roast that movie, I'm just like, I can't defend it, but I still
It's
like
hard
it.
to defend, but I'll fight. I think I laugh at the funny scenes and I enjoy the fighting. What can I say? I even
Mm.
like Lee Evans in Medallion, and his character is ridiculous.
I prefer Around the World in 80 Days over those two.
Oh snap! That's right. That
Oh, snap, that's a good one as well.
because it's Jennifer Love.
Oh, Shanghai Nights
Tuxedo.
was also dope. But in
Oh,
Shanghai Nights, he was also Jackie Chan. Because Owen
Yes.
Wilson was Owen Wilson.
for me, I feel like Shanghai Nights. Someone did a great video. I think it's
No,
every
wait,
time.
sorry, Shanghai Afternoon and Shanghai Nights. Yeah.
No,
Yes,
take out the
Shanghai
after.
noon and night. Yeah, take out the after.
No,
Yes,
Afternoon came first and then Nights came
yes,
second.
yes.
Okay,
And
take
I
out the
feel like
after,
that wasn't
but yes.
nights.
Oh, sorry, Shanghai Noon. Is it Shanghai Noon?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, I thought
Shanghai
Shanghai
noon,
Afternoon.
like the Western high noon. Yeah, it's a play on words. It's very nice. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean, but like I'm saying, in this one, he didn't feel like Drunken Master. That felt like prototype Jackie Chan.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
this one it doesn't feel like Jackie Chan. So there's Jackie Chan isms, but it didn't feel like Jackie Chan. So I'll give him that. Like I was surprised.
Ah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
But
good movie though. Thanks for putting me on.
to your point, there's a reason Michelle Yeoh won an award. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
reason she won an Oscar. There's a reason.
Oh,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ah, what a queen.
yeah. They should have given her that Bond spin-off.
Yeah. So Rob,
Cause she beat the brakes off of Bond. Hua, Yang, put Yang in a room with Bond. She'll shine that pose on him, and Bond won't know what's happening.
what's happening? Are we done? What's going
Yeah,
on?
that's it, man. Yeah, that was me saying goodbye, basically. So yeah, yeah, I enjoyed myself. I thought that was I think for the first half, I think that was a solid 8 out of 10, 8.5 even. I mean, I had a great
I
time.
give it a 9, my G.
Yeah,
For me,
100.
Panther is the guy, dog. Panther for me makes the movie. Like without Panther, you know, like how we like saying Vegeta makes Dragon Ball Z, because
Yeah.
without him, DBZ is not really DBZ. I feel
Mm.
like with Panther,
No,
dog, this movie.
I think Panther, like, to be Panther is even funnier than Kevin. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just had a good time because like the thing is he feels like he's that dude who's a boss, but he's like a 90s villain
yeah.
who or a 90s Saturday like a Saturday morning cartoon villain who will bumble the whole way. But the thing is, he never will say that he's taking an L. If you ask Panther, he's never taken an L ever. Even when
Ever,
those three cops beat his ass, like
ever.
it's never. And then he'll do the one thing that's super scary, and everybody be like, "Oh, right, he's a villain." But
Yeah.
then you just remember, but yeah, dog, you were hiding in coal, and that was like your big plan.
I
Yeah.
wonder if this was a movie that was in an M- this if this was an MCU movie, It would have been one of the best MCU movies ever.
Oh yeah, would have been nice, clean cut. Would have been on that Christopher Nolan level.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
As opposed to
Yeah,
some
but
blow.
I guess you can take us out of here then, Cam.
All right.
All right. Oh, you guys have said all you need to say, right?
Yeah. Yep. I've got.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
But
I'll give it a quick rating for the first half. I'll give it an 8.
all right.
Nice.
Well, there you have it, guys. This is Police Story 3, the first half. We're gonna be doing the second half sometime. I don't know when because our schedule is a bit rough, but we will definitely do a part 2 of it. We thank you so much for checking us out. This is myself, Mr. Extrodin. We have Rob Sibeko and Buckmeister. Cool. Thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate you checking out this movie last minute and giving us your thoughts. So yeah, let us know what you guys think, your
No, no
thoughts. If
stress.
you've
I
watched
think
it,
the next time we come around, I'll just rate the other two.
okay.
All right. Great,
Just let
man.
us know your thoughts if you agree with our ratings, if you guys agree with all our takes. If not, let us know why you don't agree.
And guys,
And
don't watch the video and not comment. But for two, I'm seeing 5K, 6K, 12K. Yeah, say something. Come on.
Yeah.
yeah, guys,
Even
this is not TV. I know you guys are used to
Yeah.
TV. You can comment. It's fine.
to.
Please. Anyway, guys,
Hey.
we love you so much. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.
Peace.